Hello, everybody.
Has Woodgod, did you do one yet? Have you?
I did.
Oh, you
I think
can.
I did last time.
I can do it.
So...
I'm cool.
Oh,
I can do it.
Sure.
Unless you want to do it, Julie.
I was going to maybe write this.
Okay, I will do it. So, what happened? Other than waiting for Illyria to be successfully wooed or not, as it turned out to be, within Strahd's bedchambers, as he took on a exceptionally long minuet to seduce Illyria, which didn't really work. There was some conversations between El Stradarino and Illyria, mostly about saying, hey, you're kind of like my hot squeeze that I, lost, but you're kind of not, and I'm sad about that. And asking whether or not Illyria had any sort of feelings for him. She's like, kinda, but not really, but maybe, I don't know, in classic Illyria ways. Meanwhile, we had a bunch of vampires go to town on some delicious bards, as the rest of the party cringed and promptly left them to their dining. Back in the apartment, Nyx was a little bit on edge with the fact that he'd just witnessed vampires dining on some delicious elves, half-elves. And even though he took some very macabre notes in his notebook whilst watching them, he was more on the edgy side of wanting to leave, because Illyria left them to go hand in hand with Strahd to his chambers after the party basically berated her to say you should stand up for yourself more. And so they're coming up with contingency plans. So, like, how the hell are we going to get out of here if Illyria comes back slightly paler than usual? So Illyria has some feelings, but she's uncertain of whether these feelings are hers based on the visions that she has endured and getting closer and closer to feeling what Tatiana felt when she was alive in some weird ghost-like way. And when challenged by Strahd whether or not Illyria felt these feelings before the vision started or after, basically asking her whether or not it was his hot body or it was the weird stuff that's going through her mind. And she's like, yeah, it is mostly my brain, it's me, not you, thanks. And Strahd basically took that pretty badly, like he's not had a breakup before, just like the single child he is.
Not entirely sure that's what happened.
Strahd, was upset by not having Illyria say, it's all about you, Mr. Hotbutt, and not about what's happening to me. But he kind of takes it badly, and Illyria just pieces the fuck out of there when he says to her that, I don't want you like this, I want you fully committed to me if you're gonna be here. And so he's going under the pretense of, if you love something hard enough, you let it go, and if it comes back, it was all worth it. But Illyria just left to go to Kresk. So when we managed to get out through the teleportation method, we ended up back on the road to Kresk. And it was snowy. And a bunch of conversation happened, and then we ended up being outside the gates of Kresk, and the burgomaster, Mr. Dmitry Kreskov, was like, you're weird, and there's too many cursed ones, so if you want to come in, bring booze, but also less cursed ones, please, thanks. And Nyx was like, okay, and then that happened, and we were inside. And on the inside, we started asking the burgomaster these questions about, like, hey, what's going on in Kresk? And he's like, shit, everything is shit. Nothing is great here, even though it looks, fantastic from the outside, I guess. Things are dying and people are going missing, I think. And Nyx was like, well, that's sucks. That sucks for you. We need to stow all horses. We'll chat about your trauma later. And he's like, okay. So we go about thinking about what we're going to be doing here in Kresk, but it seems like all is not well within the mountains of Kresk.
Wow. Thank you for that hearty chuckle.
You're welcome.
Okay. Okay, I shall try to take it away after that. Jesus Christ.
I think whatever I have of breakups, it's contagious.
Yeah. The start part still has me very confused.
Oh no, the piano swoops.
Where shall we go? We should go here. Here we shall go. And shall scroll up a little bit here. Scroll a lot up, damn. I've been writing today.
You haven't moved this, by the way.
Oh shit, I only moved myself. How selfish of me.
You don't care about us.
There we go, thank you. Alright. Snow crunches underneath your foot. Snow kisses your cheeks. Snow covers everything in sight. Ramshackle stone and wood houses sags beside two roads that lead to the northeast both. Curious glances of fur-lined Barovians moves about Kresk, whispering about you. It is a bit similar to Valachians, but not exactly the same. There is no immediate judgment passed upon you in the eyes of the Kreskites, just that curious wariness. This is the world that meets you this noon. You take it all in, the small village, the news that you have just heard from Burgomaster Dmitry Kreskov of unfortune after unfortune, and the winding road just ahead that carries you higher up on this mountain spur. Your attention is stolen, however, to behind you, as a large, hulking man with blonde short hair and beard waltzes over a fence where woolly cows are being kept, diagonally behind and to the right of you. The fenced area attaches to the large building that is immediately to your right, and it has a strong smell of animals wafting off of it. Your hands move towards your weapons. Your pulse elevates at his quick approach, thinking that you need to protect yourself or something is going on. But then you are disarmed in surprise as he skids to a stop.
Oh wait, I remember you.
In front of you two horses, first to marvel at them in silence and then to gently stroke them across their necks.
Oh.
Ooh, pretty creatures. Sell to Luca, yes? Luca can trade.
Oi, mate.
Hello.
You want to trade for roses?
Luca can trade. I want pretty horse. Both pretty horses?
You have to offer.
Luca has tools, food, a bit of wine. He did. Yes, Luca's wine.
What am I supposed
Oh,
to do with
but don't tell too many. Luca has wine.
You see, Luca, No, I'm Nix, by the way. Nix Navarre. We kind of need those horses later on when we depart your lovely town. Maybe we could do with one less, but for now, if you don't know what you have to trade, I can't say that we are looking to lessen our livestock.
No, Luca has made a fool of himself. Luca down! And he goes over to the barn and starts to
Hey!
like hit himself with his forehead into the wood of the barn wall. Was crying.
Well,
Wait. Amatia will run towards him and point to herself and say, Amatia will give Luca a flower if he stops banging his head and calms down a bit. Do you want a pretty flower?
Pretty flower? From where? No flowers here. Little
Oh,
bird.
but Amatia will pick up one of like the dead seeds from the ground or one of like the dead patches of grass and pick like a single blade of grass there and make it and use druidcraft to make it blossom into a flower.
Little girl, miracle. Luca wants you, Fred, and hugs you very tightly.
Thank you.
Oh, she's vegan friendly.
And he immediately he lets you go, stands up, and marvels at the flower.
Here, it's yours.
Luca has flower. Luca has friend. Luca is happy.
Yes, you do have a friend. Martin gives a glance at Osnix, which is like, what the fuck am I doing?
Illyria.
your friends, I guess we're just looking to help here, Luca. I don't suppose you know of anything that's going on here that, well, is causing you grief? Make you sad?
Luca can't count. But Bossman tell Luca that Luca misses a cow. Luca feel foolish. And he looks like as he is about to hit himself again.
Wait, Luca.
No
Were you,
reason to hurt yourself.
Listen, mate. And kind of Fab taps his shoulder, like pats his shoulder. Listen, mate. Well,
Oh yeah, I was gonna ask you.
we're here to offer some help to you guys, not to this town. No need to hurt yourself. Tell me what about this cow that you lost?
I don't know.
Holy.
I don't know anything about it. Luca being foolish again.
No.
I live.
Wait. Where do you live, Luca?
He points a little bit forward on the road to like a rather small ramshackle house, door to door basically to the barn that you're standing beside. Luca likes being close to Luca's animals, especially Brownie.
Yeah, this.
No, wait. Brownie died.
Thanks for the input, Becky.
I think this is making me more depressed than the entirety of this campaign so far.
God.
Look, we don't have anything that we can really do to stop you banging your head against the wall other than say, we are here to help for a short time. So if you can think of anything that you feel like a group of heroes such as us should be able to do for you here in Kresk, well, you go right ahead and tell us what's what.
Luca don't deserve such treatment, especially from friends. But Luca knows that you are in need. Luca knows such fine creatures requires roof. Luca offers trade. Horses will be taken care of by me, and you clean my bun. Yes?
Did you say
clean your
clean
walks.
your butt?
Your barn.
My barn.
Your barn. That
Your butt.
Okay. Sure.
I think I can do that. They don't call me Hamatia Boomsweet for no reason. Yes,
You
thank
heard
you.
butt? That's hilarious. Starts to like
And
laugh
what-
heartily.
How about we talk and then we walk in and talk on the way to your barn? How about that? And kind of gesture
Okay.
to everyone else.
Luca talking and walking, and he walks 2 meters and said, I have walked and talked. Luca's barn here.
Nice.
Oh my god.
I don't think we need 4 people to clean the barn. Maybe I can do it. I'm pretty good at cleaning.
Dad is currently thinking about banging his hands against the wall.
So if it,
Don't we have a lot of other things to do? The Battlemaps is waiting after all. You want to
Yes.
clean the barn?
well, if you want our horses to stay alive, I think that's a pretty good idea.
I'll die in the night, mate.
If
Fair enough.
friends have important things to do, barn cleaned later, but before tonight. Yes?
Yes, I shall do so. You don't need to get involved with this. I'm pretty used to cleaning, so yeah, I'll do that.
I mean, I can help out later if you want.
If you well, you know, there are other tasks that probably should be done by then. So well, we can see, but
We can see what other
Oh my God, I
things
didn't know that was
need
the
doing and
battle.
then
Holy shit.
decide later.
yes, of course.
Okay.
Is the barn next to a house, mate?
I did nothing.
As close as I can. And he points to his house that is just a few meters up the road. The
Gotcha.
same side of the barn.
Gotcha.
And in the pen where he had vaulted over towards your horses, indeed there are about 10, 12 like really woolly cows that are like moving about and actually eating grass from an open green plot. Like there's no the snow that falls doesn't stick.
How do you do that with the grass?
It's just behold treasure.
Oh, you Luca, let it be, it grow.
How do you do that?
Luca, don't do anything. Ground make grass grow.
The Burgomaster taught us this.
Yes,
Sad.
things seem to grow here, which is...
There are some remnants of some celestial creature,
Oh right, yeah,
Morning Lord.
Yes.
yeah, you're right. I wasn't paying attention. It was kind of boring.
It's cold here. It's easy to get distracted. Okay, so Hamati, you want to do the whole cleaning, the shoveling, the shit?
I can do that if that's fine with you. I think you should be better suited to more dignified jobs.
Or at least I don't have to pretend that I'm Illyria's butler this time.
Being Elia's butler is a privilege. She is a lady saint, after all.
You would make a great butler, Nix.
Slowly restores him.
Clearly, I have not done a good job. Otherwise, you would have fallen into more ladylike applications of things.
Look, no matter how good a butler, you can't turn me into a proper lady.
Right. Well, if you can put on a dress and act like a lady, I will do some butlering for you.
Now, where do I get a dress from?
Asford managed to find one. But,
I think,
digress.
Mr. Burgenmaster did say that there is a
Clothes.
clothing shop around here somewhere.
Go
so
to
maybe...
the Swift. Go to the Swift. Clothes. Luca like clothes at the Swift.
The Swift. Thank you, Luca.
Thank you.
I should probably buy something there
So
too.
Luca gets to take care of horses.
Sure.
Little
you can
friend
pat
clean
them.
my bun.
Yes, of course.
Lucas made trade. Luca is happy.
Is he like a half giant or something? Is he a big guy?
He's a big guy. Yeah.
He's not gonna eat them though.
No, he's not a half giant.
No.
Giant. He's still like
No.
a half elf. He's just a bigger build.
Okay.
But he seems
Well,
pretty, you know. Yeah.
Yeah.
Seems pretty, yeah.
Gotcha. Okay, you clean the stables for the rest of our horses, and we'll talk to the Burgomaster.
Me put wagon behind Luca house, and horses stay with me in my house. Yay!
Sure. Let's take a quick once over look at him. Does he look like he has got any bruises or like damage to him?
Ooh, okay. Make me a perception intelligence quickly.
Ooh, that's a good fucking observation there.
No, I mean, he's wearing pretty warm clothes, fur lined, a little bit of the simpler kind. There's definitely dirt, like far up on his legs, and his hands aren't the cleanest, and he has like a dirt fleck underneath his eye. But he looks like a an honest working sort. And he immediately goes over to the horses again, whispers something in the ear of one, and then takes them gently and moves them towards his house. And you can see that he is very gentle with the horses.
Well, it seems to have a way with animals.
I'm just curious if not everyone ends up like that, and he next gestures to his head.
Yeah.
Just whilst you're shoveling the shit out there, maybe find out something about him.
I wouldn't like to pick my nose too deep in his shit, but
Or just be on the lookout for any sort of
of course, if there are
wrongdoings.
signs of
Yeah,
wrongdoings, I think I might be able to pick up on
Sure,
them.
he's okay.
Of course, I'm just curious. I mean, we just arrived here in Kresk. The last time we came into a town, things weren't exactly easy for us. I am wary of your need for security, Illyria.
Well, I think we have business with the Burgomaster, but some things I would like to take care of. In the meanwhile, I need some new clothing for starters. These ones are not quite fit for this cold.
Come over to the Burgomaster's house after you're done. I'm sure there'll be some hot tea or something there for you.
Okay, sure. If anyone wants to join me, I would. Or maybe you should go to the Burgomaster first. I don't know.
Well, you can come with us and then we can go together if you want.
That would be lovely, if it's possible.
I mean, how long are you going to take?
I just need, working boots and a nice little jacket over my shirt because I know I only coat and shirt.
No. How about the scoop in the poop?
Shouldn't take me too long. As a professional shit cleaner, Bexxy, wouldn't Martia know how long it would take for her to clean this mess?
But that's true. You have been taking care of the animals at Squall Manor.
She hasn't taken care of everything.
Yeah, that's true. And yeah, with that too. Yeah, no, you know how to clean a barn. Yeah, of course, whatever you have been taking care of hasn't been in this kind of size, but you know how to do it. Probably just need to ask some questions where some stuff are.
I think it was about how long it would take.
Yeah, how long it will take.
Oh!
As a guess, estimate.
Oh, well. Probably an hour?
An hour or so, 60 minutes, 57 to be exact, I think.
Right. Just curious. Maybe we should just all help.
We can all do this together.
Okay, but when you clean the
Strange
barn,
town.
you need to do it properly, or else maintenance will be.
Sure. I will inspire you to clean shit well.
Shit
Does that mean you're not
gives
actually
you.
going to clean?
I will inspire you to clean shit well.
I will cheer you guys from the sidelines.
Did you people ever clean something of your own?
What was that again?
Did you ever clean something? Or all of you like nobles and noblettes?
No, we just
Clean
like
You
something.
had
I've cleaned some stuff in my time, yeah.
first then just like we put the horses in a place where they're free to poop and it's good for the ground.
Well, yes, I know you Vistani are nomads, but did you ever clean a household?
Sure. Yeah, one time.
Wouldn't
No, a few
necessarily
times. More than once,
call
I
it
suppose.
a household, but let's just say I did get in trouble quite a lot.
Oh boy. Sure. So if we do want to help me, I think I'll be able to. I should be the one to give the orders. If that's fine with you.
I'll
I've
be
cleaned
at
a
your
few
command, and
households in my
Illyria
time.
does like a little bow.
Oh no need. The moment you give about Hamada seems a bit flustered.
Illyria kind of like smiles, laughs a little.
Don't worry about it. I mean, ball cleaning with our manpower should have 10 minutes if we are
Honestly, I think there's no manpower here.
We will do our best, Hematia. Let's get going. It's cold out here.
Yep.
Okay. You enter the barn. Most of it is empty as the woolly cows are outside, like grazing right now. You do walk over to Luca, who's currently like removing the horses from the wagon, and like ask some questions where that you can find the right materials, and he shows you towards where he has all his tools and like where to shovel the shit to and like what to do. And with not much further ado, you get to work shoveling shit, cleaning up hay, and putting in new fresh hay and like things like that. How does Mix inspire people to shovel shit better?
I'm gonna say so I've done this. I've mucked out so much. So he will take on the role of pointing out the things that are missed. Like, you forgot that one piece of poop over there. You know, you could do it better here. You can make it more fluffy. He's basically just talking trash, but inspiring at the same time.
Okay.
Matthias seems a bit vexed by it.
Can I stab Nix?
And she will accidentally, air quotes, use a shovel and accidentally like scoop up poop and like make it slip out and like get chucked, like not on him but near enough him so that
So it splashes.
It's a threat.
It's not wet. It's not like she's throwing mud at me.
Make a dexterity saving throw.
God. Why you do this?
what you do? Friendship ended with Nix.
Dex save. I don't think we've ever done a dex save. That.
10.
I'm rolling terrible.
Okay. There's only a tiny splatter that ends up on one of your boots. Could be way worse.
Quick question: where are we shoveling the shit to?
You put it in
It's
a
like
wheelbarrow.
a huge pile outside.
Yeah, you put it in a wheelbarrow and then you move it to indeed a pile, so then you can use it to fertilize the fields.
Yeah.
That's fair. Sure.
Yes.
Thad disappears, or at least tries to.
Does anybody keep
What?
track on Thad, or should Thad make a dexterity cunning?
I think Hamatia is trying to like keep everything together.
Illyria is actually trying to help out Hamartia to the best of her abilities, surprisingly.
Wow.
I
At
think we
least
would
one of
know.
us.
We would know if like the shiny, flamey hair guy leaves the premise.
Can I try stealth?
Yeah, I mean not immediately.
Yeah.
No, not
The question
immediately,
is to
because
see
like
him
Immediately,
leave.
yeah.
Is the question? Make me a dexterity cunning of like when to leave. Because there's enough noise in the air right now that it's not really about that. It's about making sure when everybody is not looking at your way that you.
All right,
Make your
dexterity, cunning.
No, it's stealth cunning.
Oh, stealth cunning. Gotcha. Stealth cunning. Oof, that's a nat one.
No.
That's a spicy nat one.
Step on a rake.
Oh,
yeah,
no.
was actually that. I was about to say, lol. You hope that nobody is watching. You take a few careful steps away, and you step on a rake that just punches you in the forehead.
Ah, God. Jeez, fuck.
You're alright, Thad?
Yeah, sure.
Walk much, Thad?
We are master of grace.
Got to be careful in these stables. There's dangerous tools around.
Yes, you don't know when shit is going to be thrown at you.
Yes, they can come at any time, anywhere. Out of nowhere. Next
That
time,
just
Bexxy.
gives Nyx a death stare.
You trying to leave? Not to shovel your amount of shit?
Oh, like you mean? Is
It's
that what you're
alright
referring
if you
to?
want to leave. Like,
No,
I mean,
I'm here just pointing out what they're doing poorly.
Not shoveling shit.
Well, I mean, it takes management to make things run efficiently.
Sure,
If
mate.
you two do not wish to be here, then you don't have to be here.
exactly.
I'm helping.
No, you're not.
I'm going to go take a leak, and he just leaves.
Ugh. What a
All right.
bunch
Okay.
of spoiled children.
Does Thad have any specific goal in mind?
I'm going to go to the house of the commander thing from the outside.
The Burgomaster? Yeah.
Yeah, and kind of look around, see any places to enter, any interesting material. I can see through windows and such. Just kind of scouting.
Okay, yeah, for sure. There are windows. They're quite boarded up, so and the glass is very thick and kind of there's like a layer of soot on the inside, so it's quite hard to see. But make me a perception intelligence as you skulk around.
Perception intelligence. 22.
Well, okay. Hmm. You do find a window where you're able to see pretty clear into the building, and there's actually a little crack in there. It seemed to be a window that leads into the main room. It just seems to be basically one room. There's just one part that is a little bit covered by like half of a wall, but not really has a door. It's just like an outcropping of a wall. But the main room seems to be a dining area and a kitchenette attached to it. It's quite tight, with a chicken pen in a corner, attached to this main room, and you can see 3 people inside. You can see the burgomaster that you have just met, Dimitri, stand in the kitchen with a woman that looks like this, who is currently cooking something.
She's pretty.
Okay. And by the table there's a third man that is currently stuffing food into his gullet in an alarming rate, and the woman seems to be making even more food for the one person that is eating, and you can hear like a hushed conversation between Dimitri and this woman, trying to not make the third person overhear, where the woman is kind of haughtily demanding Dimitri to send out the search party in the woods again. Dimitri says in several different ways that it's too dangerous, the woman presses again, like, and says, "Do you not love our son?" And
Whew.
Dimitri says basically, "Of course I do, but we both know how dangerous the woods are, and just look at Mirko, who died from the wolves in it." The woman kind of stops making food and like starts crying as softly to herself and like calms down from my anger to sadness instead and says, "I know." And Dimitri hugs her and says that he's just thankful that she came down the mountain when no one else have. And
Anything of value I see in the house?
Fuck your trauma, just give me loot.
Hogs be holy.
What the fuck?
Hey, you guys are not there.
I mean, yeah, we aren't there.
Always.
There seems to be a silver cutlery that is being used in this house, which is kind of weird considering like the state of the house. And the woman is wearing some kind of golden earrings with kind of red gem. And Dimitri has a signet ring on his hand. Other than that, it is very rundown and ramshackle.
Alright.
It looks empty as fuck.
I'll nonchalantly turn around
I should be able to
and on my way back
swap or
make a quick glance to see if I see anything interesting of value. Anything that catches my eye.
Well, it's not really that much of a distance between the burgomaster's house and the barn. You basically just walked up perhaps 20-30 meters and then
Yep.
taken a right turn, perhaps 10 meters. So it's like a 1 minute walk, if not less than that. Once again, what's interesting is this, beyond these patches of absolute like snow that you see here and mud, in between the trees that seems to be growing here very plentifully are these open spaces where agriculture and grazing animals are being kept, where it's just green and it's growing like it was summer and there was sun.
All
And
right.
that's valuable.
I'll
but another kind,
Yep.
perhaps.
I'll walk back.
Okay. In the meantime, for those who are shoveling shit, anything else?
I guess Nix will take a look around as they're like pulling back the hay and stuff. Because Luca did say that there was secret, like he stashed stuff, like his wine, but not like he just wants to see if there's any. He I guess like knock on the walls. I think, see if there's anything like stashed away.
Make me an investigation check with cunning.
$16.
16. Pew, 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 pew. Let's see, 1 second. I need to go back a little bit. My notes. Do, 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 do,
It's not Mulan.
What?
Traveling ship
wise beast.
in cask.
Down to business.
How do you know?
Um.
Beast.
Do. Among the tools, there's like a little tool, like room, that is attached to the barn. That has some fibers in a bucket and stuff like that, and place for the wheelbarrow to place it when you finish with it. Like in a very dark,
It should be close, right?
spider web covered corner there's a small wooden toy sword
Seek 3 wise beasts.
that has the engraving into it, Parpool Cantimere.
What is a wise, like,
Sure, I'll pick it up. Sorry, what was the name engraved on it?
Purple Cantimere.
Purple Cantonese. Powerful.
Purple.
Okay. Sure, I'll stow it. I'll put it in a bag.
Okay.
In a bag.
You got yourself a toy sword.
they're just like
Add
Sure.
1.5 kilo to your bag.
Okay.
0.5.
Toy sword. 1.5. Gotcha.
heartbreaking.
Marty would like to speak with those present at the
Sure. Go ahead.
barn at some point.
Do it.
No, so while she is shoveling shit, Marty says, "Hey, Nix.
Hmm?
How did the abbot call you again? Right? Something half and half? Hybrid? What was the word again? He called you?
I don't believe he used a specific term other than he was confused as to what I was. I don't recall.
Oh, I see. Yeah, well, it's just that, I think I already told you this yesterday night, but apparently I'm only half hag.
That is news to you?
Yes. I mean, of course, I always felt a bit different from my family, considering the fact that I was different from them. But I didn't know I was only half hag, half something else. I mean, so why am I my sister like that? Well, it raises a lot of questions. I thought maybe you know something
About hags?
about half people, I guess.
Half people? I'm not
Yes.
half a person.
Essentially, yes, I'm half person, half hag. I mean,
Well, the way it works, Amatian, it means that whoever, your father perhaps, was not a hag too. But I don't recall there ever being male hags. Kelvin
yes.
never said anything about male hags, so I'm actually curious about that myself now that I speak it. Like, do you know who your father was?
No, I never really concerned myself with his identity because, even if I do have a father, he just left me there to rot. So I didn't really concern myself with him.
I think that's normal for at least hag kind, at least from what I've been told by Kelvin. But why is this bothering you that you have learned that you're not a full hag? You're more diet hag?
It's not. It's less. It's less disturbing for me. It doesn't bother me as much as it. It explains a lot of things about my existence. I think I always ask myself why does it seem to be that my dear family are complete and utter. They have malice in their heart, and that's it. And I don't fully. Maybe I just always felt a bit different from them. I mean, more than a bit. And they always treated me with contempt, and maybe that's why. And I don't have like I don't have the same ambition that they do. It always bothered me that I was different from them. But then now there's an actual explanation to why maybe. It's a bit of a mess. Everything is a bit of a mess at the moment.
I don't think that you should be disappointed that you are not the same as your mother and sisters, Hamatir.
Oh no, not disappointed. I'm actually glad. If that makes sense.
Yes. I mean, it's a little different from my perspective. What with. Well, I didn't grow up eating worms, for example. And we have had two completely different lifestyles.
Yeah.
You not knowing who your father is and I not knowing who my father is, we do have that in common, it seems. But
It's just, but you've been called to have something beforehand, so maybe you got some information about it, and you also have like these powers, you know, that conflict with each other almost in the nature. So maybe I thought you know something about it.
I've only just learned about this myself whilst going on these adventures, protecting Illyria. After I left the mist and came back, in fact, I gone through a certain amount of changes, but it was Strat himself that first told me.
None of the Vistani know who your father was,
Oh, Madame Eva does.
and no one else but her knows. That seems unlikely.
I don't know. Nor do I care if they know, I suppose. They are not who I thought they would become.
Answer, I brought down the mood, but you know, you have to pass the time some way while groveling in shit.
Are you expecting me to tell you, like, it's all sunshine and rainbows now that you know you're not a full hack?
No,
Then what are you wanting from me, Hamatia?
I just, well, I don't know. I just thought maybe you knew something, but you clearly don't. So that was completely
I
utterly
don't know who
pointless.
your father is, Hamatia. Not everyone, just because we have this thing in common doesn't make us similar.
Of course not. I mean, you're a person and I'm me, so.
Right. Oh, you missed a poop there.
Thank you. Maybe you should try and pick it up.
I think you're doing a good enough job, and he casts guidance.
She takes guidance begrudgingly. I feel inspired, but I hate you for it. I apologize if I'm sticking my nose in your business a bit.
You're going to find out eventually anyway, Yamatier, but if you don't know already, I am conflicted. And you have seen this. I don't know exactly what I'm looking for, but I know here in Kresk, there is the potential chance to find out who exactly wore this robe that I am currently wearing. Because the person that wore this robe was around 20 years ago, maybe a little bit before, around the time of my birth. And he was seen in Valaki.
And
The only lead I have is someone here in Kresk might know.
oh, I see.
I don't know why this is important to me, but for some reason it might give me some answers about what the hell is going on inside me and what is coming out.
I mean, you have every right to be curious, don't you?
I am concerned, Illyria. I am concerned for I do not know what comes next. I used to live a life where things were very predictable. You drink some wine around the fire, you get drunk, you fall asleep. it was a much simpler life. And now I've left the mist, I've come back, I've endangered all of your lives, and I have discovered that whatever the fuck I am conflicts with its very own nature. And no one knows answers except for someone here, maybe. So I'm curious, but I'm also very anxious.
You know, no matter what, and I know you're conflicted, you're still you, and you're still our friend. You know that, right?
I know I am me. Yes. I'm happy to hear that you call me your friend.
I
But
mean, unless we aren't, then this is kind of...
no. It's just, of course we are friends, Illyria. I'm concerned for your well-being and making sure that you, well, don't die in my lands. But,
Your lands, are you starved now?
well, I'm from here.
Has been start all along.
Oh my god, what a twist would that be?
The Nyx that you met in the Protectorate is not who I am now. Does that make sense?
I mean, yes, you've learned and you've grown. We all have.
I will still honor what I promised to you, Illyria, until my dying breath. But I too am looking for my own answers. And I hope you can help me.
I
Well,
think
you could
I
have-
said
go
a long
ahead.
time ago that I would help you find who that jacket belonged to.
Well, we're not going to find it in this shit-stinking stable, for sure.
Well,
we
we
could
would
help you faster.
quicker if you picked up a shovel.
Ah, fine. How do you even use this shit?
Okay, come here, little princeling, and Marty will give you an example of how to shovel shit.
Alright. In that conversation, Thad came back into the you basically came back when they were about to finish. Of course you did.
Yep. Alright, guys, let's start. Oh, you're already done. Oh, that's a shame.
Perfect timing, as always, Dad.
Thank you. I try.
So where have you been?
Checking up a leak.
Inside check.
Yes, do it!
Everything composure. Oh, God. $18.
Alright.
Oh, 11.
Now you can
Okay.
tell them what they see, or you can roll a deception presence if you want to.
Perception presence. Alright.
Oh!
Yeah, you were taking a leak.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, just read over them, mate.
I mean, he's so casual about it that it's hard to not believe him.
Maybe it's something inside you that allows you to whip it out when it's freezing outside.
Can you not, mate? It's a very useful skill, you know.
I'm not sure I want to remember those words. But we're done here now, and the fact of the matter is, the Burgomaster awaits if we are willing to, well, indulge him.
Maybe we should clean ourselves up a little bit beforehand.
You guys want to talk to
To
friends
Dimitri.
here? No. No, I'm talking about the horse guy.
Luca?
What's his face?
Give me
Yeah,
Luca.
Luca.
Maybe later, if anyone can find any sign of abuse, I think I would be best suited for this job.
How about we go back to the house and talk to that person, whatever his face is.
Thought that
Which
was
house are you
planned.
talking about?
The one that was talking about
Burgomasters.
giving us the master guy.
The Burgomasters?
Yeah, the burgomaster.
The Burgomaster here in Barovia means someone of authority.
Sure.
Think of it like a head of town or a head of a village.
Mayor.
Or a sheriff.
Oh, that's the word
Alright.
for it. A sheriff.
Let's go to the
It's a little bit
sheriff
better.
guy.
That is what we were talking about, so let's do it.
All right.
Are you sure you don't come from a noble house, Fad?
What?
Never mind.
Alright, together, smelling a little bit like shit. Step out.
I don't know. I'm smelling just fine. I don't know.
Yeah,
about
yeah,
you
that's
guys.
true, except for that. It doesn't smell like shit.
Actually, Hamatia would like to sneakily smear some shit on him.
I'd like to avoid that.
Make me a subterfuge with dexterity.
Okay.
And roll a save.
Yeah, and you do a dex save.
Save.
Oh shit!
No.
I mean, Hamartia is pretty deft as she steps forward like pretty quick, but that just reads you like a book.
Oh, look at you, like a little
You're
cat.
a stealthy one, aren't you?
You have the
Alright.
height of it. So you
That's,
should better watch out.
Good to know.
There is a eastern wind that kinda sweeps through the village and rustles your hair a little bit as you're rather, in a companionable spirit moves towards the Burgomaster's ramshackle home. But Illyria, you swear you heard a whisper on that wind. A whisper calling your name.
Stefan, basically, bara
What?
Ranin
Bexxy, I didn't hear you.
Oh!
Was something supposed to follow on that after the whisper calling?
Yeah, that was it. Moves past you, and that's that.
Wait, what whisper? Who's whispering? Oh shit!
Now, Illyria heard a whisper upon the wind.
Illyria feels probably maybe like a bit drawn towards something, or something's calling to her, which is
I
not
see.
creepy at all.
Barovia do be like that.
Yeah, there's just.
Illyria's gonna take note of it, but for now she's gonna have to get this Burgomaster thing over with.
Alright. Okay. You knock on the door of the Burgomaster together. Dimitri opens the door, his eyes widening, and Marty, no, please. No, don't remind me. Let it be off my mind for a few more hours.
What did I do?
Oh no!
And he is a little bit surprised to see you so early, and tries to say a sentence of welcome, but he kind of fails it, and then just opens the door wide and lets you in.
Is everything alright?
He quickly nods and says, "Oh, yes, right. Everything is good. I just have a lot on my mind. Do you have some immediate business with me? I have some stuff to do.
No, we thought we would talk to you before we secured lodgings, but if you're busy.
Lodgings, after you're done a respectable amount of stuff around Kresk, my house is the largest. I think you can use the basement. Then from the kitchen, you see this woman peek her head out and say, "What are you talking about, Dimitri? Those are for the children." Anna, no, Anna. And Dimitri walks over and kinda holds her shoulders, looking very, very tired. And he says, "Anna, they're all dead. You know this. They aren't here anymore. There's nobody living in the basement anymore." No. At least Ilya is not. He's only missing. We should send out search parties. We need to do this. There's only Mirko left. Anna, please, don't. Not now. I can't do this now. We got guests. Anna, please, keep it together. And
What is about the missing person?
Anna kind of retreats further into the kitchen after her big eyes take you in, plucking a bit of strand of her hair behind her ear, looking a little bit ashamed of her general outburst and mental state. Dimitri turns to you, still with those incredibly tired eyes. Just this hollow expression, and he says, "Our oldest and last son, Ilya, was taken a few days ago, like other children have."
Any idea where they're taken? Or what direction, even?
I have no idea. Perhaps
Any-
the devil has come to play us a prank.
Or your prayers have been answered.
What?
Have you
Well,
gotten some kind of vision from the Morning Lord?
we needed to come here. And whether or not that coincides with your prayers for help, well, Lady Illyria here and myself and my friend Hamatia here and our enlightened glowing one behind us here, that we are people that have taken it upon ourselves to make things better. At least that is the objective. And if you've been asking for help, well, here we are.
Well, I do recognize perhaps the three of you, not you, Vistani, as perhaps outsiders. You always come with a certain amount of gusto and ability, but it would take quite a miracle to solve all the problems that we have here. But
But
any
we
help,
can solve you if you
We
wish so.
can try to solve a few at least. We don't know if we'll be able to, but I want to do everything I can to make this place better.
that's an admirable outlook. Well, whatever I can tell you, whatever questions you have, you can certainly try to throw yourself at the problems. Certainly a thing for the young. And he steps a little bit further in, so you can take a step into like the main room where he has this dining room but like rather cramped. Probably in the past there were a lot of tables around, chairs around it, but now there are like 4 chairs that are standing by the wall instead, not joining the table, and they're sitting and eating a second serving of food is another dark-skinned, mature-looking man, but rather kind of like rough features, like leathery skin, who seems to share some familiarity with Anna, the wife.
Sorry to intrude in your evening. We're just here to talk to
It's like 1
Dimitri.
o'clock right now in the day.
Oh.
No worries.
Well, there's no sun, so it's hard to say.
True, but the light is day. The light, you slept in a little bit, and then it was like an hour, like less, like half an hour travel between the teleportation
If he's like
point
eating,
and the gates.
if he's eating, like sorry to disturb your lunch then.
Yeah, exactly.
It's just because it's candlelit in here. Looks this evening.
Fair.
We're just here to speak to the Bergmaster. Don't get up. Enjoy.
He waves a fork full of like meat at you and grunts, and then continues eating.
Does it look like proper meat?
What? It looks like proper meat. Yes.
Not sus meat.
Well, how can you tell?
You can know the difference of when you look at something like a beef or pork, or does it look like or human? Is it mystery meat?
It's like a hot dog or a
It's
steak.
some
is
kind
what
of
he's asking.
brown jerky
Okay.
with apples and bread.
All right.
Alright.
I'll go to where the Burgermaster is then, I suppose.
Yeah. The burgomaster is just standing a little bit further into the room, like just like moved in a little bit to let you guys pass in. And he repeats, well, anything I can help you with, then just ask.
Do you have something that you wish us to take a look at as a certain priority? We're going to be here only a few days, so out with it.
Oh, well, my current and most pressing problems are, of course, the graves that have been dug up this last couple of years.
Right? Graves?
Having grandma or grandmother's body being taken from you has been quite upsetting. Our children are going missing from time to time this last month or so. And last night, one cow and one sheep has gone missing. And our livestock, no matter how much our waters have been blessed by Saint Markovia, our livestock is vital for us to make it through the winter. Even them have a hard time growing when things get very, very cold.
And you've not investigated the missing children or livestock? Or the grave robbing?
I tried, but I'm not much of a tracker. None of us are. We don't usually leave our walls. We have everything we need here.
Except for children.
You don't have to say that.
Didn't have
You can make more.
to like
It's
that.
not.
Well, we tried. There were a number of volunteers. 3 men and a woman who, went out of the walls on their own volition to search. Only one returned, bleeding to death. My brother-in-law, Mirko. And he nods over to the eating man.
Wait, you said he bled to death?
He's bleeding for death. Like,
No,
he's still
he used
bleeding.
past tense. He used past tense. He bled to death.
What?
So, who is
So,
standing
did someone bring him
behind
back?
us?
Oh. The
It's
abbot, maybe?
Anna takes a step into the room now after like composed herself a little bit. It's a miracle, really. I did something foolhardy, but I just couldn't. Everything has been ripped away from me. My whole blood family. When Mirko was cold in her bed, I took him in the back of a wheelbarrow up to the abbot, and I begged him to save him. And she brings this hand that she had been resting inside of her jacket out, and there she has this a very heavily bandaged arm or hand that is a little bit stained at the end, and there seems to be something missing. He demanded a price, but he did bring him back, and I came back down again.
Abbot? The...
Is this guy's chest is rising? Is he breathing?
Yeah, he's breathing.
The abbot required you to make a sacrifice of your own flesh to bring back your brother-in-law?
Something like that.
It's her brother. It's his brother-in-law.
Yeah, it's her brother.
Oh, sure, brother.
That seems like a fair trade.
I
No,
would
it's
do
not a fair
anything.
trade.
I would do anything for my family, especially now.
It seems like an odd sacrifice to demand.
I don't question it. There are not many that come back down from that mountain, so since I did, I was willing to trade my life for
What
his.
the fuck?
And please do not disturb him. He's a
What the
little
fuck
bit
is this?
traumatized
What happened?
by everything that has happened.
Why do people not return from the mountain?
They, husband and wife, look at each other, and then Dimitri says, I'm not sure. We have been too scared to investigate. There has been a rumor, well, from my father and my father before him,
Oh my god. Oh.
that the abbot is the devil in disguise. We have heard tales from outsiders from a very long time ago that the devil is able to change shape at will. We thought it was a kind of trap by luring us in. Ever since the abbey fell silent from the cries of those who starved within, and the devil tormented them, it has been considered a cursed place. So for somebody to come and take up home in such a place for almost 30 years now, and not aged since then, well, we were worried that they were playing a trick on us. But maybe we were wrong. And he looks towards Anna with a questioning glance.
Christian?
I have
Something.
a question about the disappearances. Whenever something or someone disappeared, were there any signs of struggle, or we were just snatched away without any sign?
Sometimes it's necessary to leave our hovels in the night for the privy.
Nope.
It seems like whatever abduction
Jag tänker åka
of our children happen in those moments.
Oh nej.
So who did not return if your brother Mirko, you said his name was.
Mirko was the only one that did return from that scouting party.
Who are the others that did not?
Companions, friends, family of the village.
Oh my god, bro.
All Katarina's husband.
Insane,
example.
bitch.
And I don't suppose Mirko ever said what slew your family and friends?
Oh my god, what the fuck?
Only that they were attacked by some kind of great wolves in the night. It was confusion and a slaughter, and
Oh my god.
but he was able to crawl away with some heavy wounds. The cries of his fellow Kreskites behind him. He hasn't said much more. This Anna sounds like a really worried look towards Mirko, who's like now has finished eating and she's like sipping on some water.
You talk.
Yes, he does talk when he wants to, but you gotta be gentle.
Are you...
Is that-
Go ahead.
No, sorry. Sorry, you go ahead.
I don't suppose you're aware of... Along the road coming here, we were attacked. By some
Attacked? By what?
people that were cursed with lycanthropy. I don't
They-
suppose you're aware of such things around your forests of Kresk.
They both look at each other confused and look to you. Lie trophy?
Do you know two kids named Hans and Laszlo by any chance?
No, there's no children with that name in my town.
Okay, thank you.
Lycanthropy is a curse just like that of the devil, in a sense. Although instead of bats, they are more akin to wolves. Shapeshifting, changing.
Some kind of wolf monsters?
I wouldn't necessarily call them monsters per se. I mean, the circumstances of why someone could be cursed with lycanthropy could be anything. Someone could be forced into it accidentally, but ultimately, yes, they are people that can turn into rather large wolves. And I'm curious if you've ever come across such a thing in your investigations.
Oh fuck.
He's waiting for you to finish laughing. They both look at each other again, and then Dimitri mutters to himself, maybe that wasn't a fox. Maybe that was bigger.
Oh,
Maybe
what
it
the
could
fuck?
be a wolf.
Oh my god.
Does Mirko know what he saw that night when everyone was murdered?
I tried to ask him, but he tries. It's very broken
Oh my
how
god.
he describes it, and then he stops talking altogether. So,
And when you found him and he was bleeding to death, I don't suppose you caught the nature of his wound.
he managed to walk back all this way here to Kresk while bleeding to death. It's quite remarkable. But it was quite clear
Can you
what
see how much
the
health he has?
3
See
claw
how much
marks
health he
in
has?
his guts told
Please,
me
please, bro.
when he was brought into my bed. Says Anna.
And I don't suppose you know where? Where they were looking? Which direction they went?
No. No, but the
I hope that was in the game.
scouts on the walls did see him come from the west. But that's a lot of ground. But eventually you do come upon Lake Sarovich. But we don't spend much time outside of the
Who's this?
walls. What's out there is merely theoretical to us.
Well, I'm not entirely sure how that all revolves around robbing graves, but livestock and children going missing, perhaps it could mean something of that nature if someone within your walls, so to speak, is cursed. We can investigate, of course.
Within our walls?
Well, given they can turn into humans or wolves, we don't know. I'm not pointing the finger at anyone, Dimitri. I'm just merely saying that we are particularly well skilled in discovering these sorts of things. And for a coin, as he looks to Thad, I'm sure we could investigate for you since you seem to be so stretched thin of resources.
Well, that's wonderful. Well, we don't have much to give, but depending upon what you're able to help us with, at least food and a place to stay is a start.
It's a start.
Anything else I can do for you?
Next looks to everyone else.
Hamadia gives a silent nod.
Don't think this is the time for more questions. So.
Thad?
You three have a lovely afternoon. Is that what time is it?
Like 1 o'clock.
Afternoon.
Hi.
Yeah.
What do you think? What are your thoughts?
What was that? Didn't hear you.
What do you think? Do you think we can help them? Help them with
Sure.
the little situation?
Sure, for the right compensation.
I'm sure we'll discover something soon enough that right now, in these chilly winds, preservation and shelter is a high commodity that we need.
Yes, of course.
So, if you've finished warming up, there's no reason why we can't take a look at those graves. Which way, Burgomaster, to the graves?
There are quite a few, but I think most recently it was, yes, behind Grigori Strom's house. His father, the legendary smith. What a waste.
That's nice and all, but we literally don't know anyone here. So if you can just point, that would be great.
Right, I'm sorry.
General wind directions would be great as well. North, south, east, west, northeast, northwest, southwest, southeast.
Okay, well, you see.
And also maybe a fur cloak if you have one. Or a few.
Most of the village of Kresk kind of surrounds the circle that starts when you come through the gates, yes? The road to the abbey is just straight ahead. And then you have the southern part of the road of the circle and the northern road. And then there's a junction and a road that travels further east down to Swift House and the pool. The Blessed Pool. The Strum House is in the junction with the
Blessed
circle.
Pool?
Yes, the Blessed Pool of St. Markovia. The Blessed Waters?
Nyx looks at Illyria when this is said.
Huh?
I want to see if your expression, or like, when you receive this information.
I mean, it could be some other blessed water.
Sure, there's like multiple. It's a chain. It's like McDonald's.
Welcome to Blessed Shit. Welcome to Blessed Water. How can I help you, sir?
It's like the Hard Rock Cafe. You get like a T-shirt and all
What
of that.
direction was like that whisper coming from?
From the
Like
east?
the wind. What's to the east?
Well, he just described that there's a circle that starts in the
Yeah.
west, and then there comes into a junction, and the road travels further east and ends with the Pleasant Pool and the Swift House.
Okay.
And he said that one of the most recently dug up graves were at Strum House, which is at the junction where the circle ends.
Okay.
Okay. And
Trying my best to picture this, I'm sorry.
Can you... Do you have a map, maybe? That we can look at?
No, but it's time for Picky Doodles! Woo!
I'm sorry.
No worries. No worries. I got
tea
it.
time with Bex.
Okay.
Well, Nyx will also ask whilst you doodle. You never leave your walls, you said. But is there anyone that lives outside your walls?
They look between each other again, and they say, Dimitri says, there used to be more farmhouses and small communities around, but over time, the snow and the dangers have taken them. But I do know that from the very few times we do leave, the Fidatov manor still stands, but there's some strange rumors around the Fidatov manor that we have dared not approach, but there seems to be a hustle and bustle around it, farmlands and a main house that is still covered in luxury and prosperity. But we lost contact with them a long time ago.
Fidatov.
Fidatov, indeed.
You know it?
Do I know of it?
Ooh, make me an intelligence check on the offhand that you give me a critical. Let's see.
I mean, I got the first part.
Okay.
No, I've never heard of this. I'm more from the east of Barovia. Never really went this far west.
Okay. Painting is down. So this is the outer wall, right? This
Yeah.
is like
Yeah.
the sharpness of the mountain, climbing even harder. So you got the road like that winds up towards the abbey. You got the barn. You got Luca's house. You got the burgomaster's house. You got the circle road, and then a road that carries a little bit more east.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
West.
Okay.
So the graveyard is...
So
the
east
graveyard
is-
the-
Over
West.
there.
I mean, oh god, yes, God, I meant west this whole time. Oh shit, I'm sorry.
So
Towards
what,
the
what
west.
was the wind
Ah!
from
Now-
the east
now-
or west then?
From
Yeah,
the
exactly.
west. It came from the west. God darn.
Oh my god, okay, I was like, what the hell?
I'm confused. You lost me. I'm sorry. We go
Okay.
west then.
No,
West.
we go west. So where did you say the Finitov?
That was outside of the.
Did he, and do we-
That's to the south east.
okay,
Yes.
southeast. Okay.
Yes.
Okay. I'm gonna doodle here too. So Finitov is that way, southeast-ish,
Mhm.
and then wind over here. I don't know, one in purple.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's fine.
Change that map.
Yeah.
Animated.
The graves he said were
Later this year.
south.
was
I
here.
thought they were here.
Oh, they're inside the walls.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
The graves, like, with every house here.
And he said that Mirkov.
Was seen coming this way back towards Kresk.
Okay.
Traveling this way.
And like over here, it goes towards
The Blessed Pool.
the Blessed.
And Swift House is over here in this corner.
Okay.
Whose
And-
house?
The Swift House, apparently those who make the clothes.
Oh, okay.
And up here is
So
the
Swift
Abbey.
and like pond somewhere.
I'm expecting it probably
Yes.
next season. or
Got
the
it.
season after.
And you got the Abbey up here. Yeah, perfect.
Okay,
Look
cool.
at us. Woo!
My god, we don't need to use maps. Let's do the
Okay, so this is sad over here.
I mean, Illyria is gonna like carefully sort of. I have heard of a certain pond in Kresk. Is that the one those legends were referring to?
Vampire the Masquerade is
I
not.
don't think a lot of pools of blessed waters somewhere. Maybe it's a natural occurrence. I don't know.
If it isn't Illyria, we will visit them all until you find the one that you're looking for.
We'll get you your blessed pool, don't worry about it.
And if not, I will find the bucket and I will find someone to bless it for you. We'll make our own pool.
I just imagine the two of them just looking at us like, what the actual fuck?
That is also looking at you. What the actual fuck?
Well, I think we should be on our way.
Okay.
I think we got everything what we need for now. Course of action and it's just to guilty.
And we'll be back when it starts to get dark. Hopefully, you'll find space for us to bed down somewhere, Dimitri.
My kind of game.
Well, the Morning Lord's blessings be upon thee. Good luck. You know where to. Well, I might be out. If it's so, just find somebody to look for me. I don't know. But by dinner, I'll be home.
Okay.
And
then.
you're absolutely sure that you've never heard of werewolves of Lythantropy or anything like this before? He will give him the sus check.
Okay.
It's a check.
Well, he says, as you sus him, well, I know that there are wolf-like monsters in the woods. There's always been, but what they are, well, I have no idea. Do it. Do the sus check.
Sus check coming out.
23.
Ooh. Oh.
Ooh.
Ooh. A 14.
Well, Hamardia, you're pretty sure that his confusion rings true. He seems to know that, the woods are dangerous and there are wolves out there, but, what kind? They don't really know the terms for it.
Excuse me, Dimitri, where did you get your scarf from, if I may so rudely ask?
Funny you should ask. Seems to run in this family of bad luck. Sometimes we need to venture out of the walls to
Waiting for the
get
the
materials
fucking
that we
hardcore,
cannot get through trading or
hardcore event to end.
making ourselves here. Foraging, for example, for berries and honey and things of that nature. Hunting. And when I was a young teenager,
Money doing, and
I was a part of
much
one
do
of
I need to
these
pay,
hunting squads.
the cult.
And I stumbled upon a wolf out there in the woods, alone. I had a spear.
The cult circles
I was
do
able
the-
to fend it off rather well, but not before it got me in the face.
as offerings.
Oh, I see. It does happen from time to time. So it seems like there are a lot of hunters in Kresk. And yet none of them were able to track
Kind of bad.
any sort of print or anything, any trail from the kidnappings? That seems quite unlikely.
Hunter and hunter, we don't hunt with
One of them very connected
bow.
to the,
It's more like we set
cult.
traps.
You're paying him or you're bribing him.
Okay then.
Didn't you say you were, like the entire player base was supposed to raise? I think
Anything else?
5.2 billion, no trillion.
I did not think so.
We would appreciate it if you had any sort of, I don't know. If we are going to be investigating on your behalf, Dimitri, in the past, people have not taken kindly to us poking our noses if we did not present some sort of permission. Do you have something of that nature that we could technically show people that we're actually doing this on behalf of you?
Ah, good. Well, if you tell them that Dimitri has said so, then they will talk, and I will spread the news, and it will spread like wildfire in 15 minutes, and everybody will know it. I'm sure of it.
Fair enough. Thank you, Dimitri. Then I suppose we'll be off.
Morning, Lord, be with you.
Mm.
Thank you for your kind hospitality.
I am sorry for the state that we're in, and I cannot offer more, says Anna.
Oh, don't worry, it's actually quite an improvement from what I used to.
And you kind of awkwardly leave, shuffle out of this, the largest shackle, that is around. Dimitri actually follows you out, and a little bit awkwardly he's like pointing, like, yeah, I'm going the other way, and then he nods, says a quick goodbye, and goes that way.
Land octopus.
So, Marc, so Graves then first?
I think if we pass by the graveyard on our way to the pool, perhaps that would work out best.
I mean,
Sure.
we don't have to go there.
Well, if we're on our way, we're there. We'll just see what happens,
Yeah,
Olivia.
might as well begin. I mean, there's no harm in that.
No. It almost felt like something was calling me earlier.
What?
Like Strad again?
Like a person? Like a
N-
bird?
No, more like the winds. I know it's weird.
And what do they say? The winds.
It's more of like a call. My name.
Yeah, it brings
Who called your name? Was it Luca? Did one of you put a prank on the day, maybe? Did you do something?
I mean, you're the one with all the wind, Mattia.
Hey. You are correct on that part. But I won't do something as stupid as that.
Maybe I'm just losing it. Let's go.
Alright,
Fair enough.
you let loose in the village of Presk. But before we go and explore a little bit more, let's go for a quick break! Woo!
Oh my god, finally I have to pee!
Go and pee! Go pee! Refill the glasses! Go, I'm sorry! Go pee! I will see you all back here when you're ready to continue. Okay. I'm gonna go refill my glass. I'll be right back, chat. Okay. I am here, I am back, and I'm ready to rumble. Thank you, Hamo, for continue being active in the chat. I see you and I appreciate you. I like your, Oh, Boopo! How's it going with the writing? I like the call out for thinking of Marty and Nixar. Who knows? But I like the strong batting attitude. I have to run a quick errand and pay rent. Oh no, that's heavy shit right there. But now back at it. Okay. Hope you get back in the flow. That elusive flow. You know what happens when I finally get into flow? Yowie comes and disturbs me. Happens every goddamn single time. Like, I'm finally in the groove, and then Becky, give me a hug. Look at this, do this. Oh, I can get flow easy from my bowling days. Oh, nice. Well, it's not only about getting in the zone, it's also having the creativity. And I think creativity came to me a little bit easier in the past, but I do notice, like, when I am squeezing at my creativity can dry up. Like, I need to give my creativity time to bounce back, to regenerate, if that makes sense. But today it was pretty easy to get back in the zone, but mostly because I've been reading. I have been reading the Red Sister series. I'm on book 3 right now. When I'm squeezing at it, I just quit working for a few days. Yeah. But with the campaigns, you know, I need to squeeze at it 3 times per week usually. So Google's Red Sister series. Well, maybe it's called the Ancestor series. The first book is called Red Sister, though, but I think it might be called the Ancestor series. Well,
I'm just gonna pretend I read something other than what I have to read for school.
Well, it's a Marc Lawrence book, so it is very, very gritty and edgy. But I find this to be acceptable amount of edge. The Prince of Thorn series gets a little bit too edgy for me. Like, I mentioned books, and you get summoned.
Yeah.
Is that it?
Yeah.
I can just see him, like, turn his face slowly towards me. Are they talking about books?
I just heard you mention Prince of Thorns.
Yes.
And that terrible book was triggered a memory in me.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I
Say hello to chat.
Hello, chat. How do you do? Read Red Sister. It's actually pretty good.
Yeah, like it.
It's one of his better works.
Okay, go now.
Maybe someday I say that, but I probably won't.
I should check it out.
Any of you here?
Huh? Everybody?
He's not back.
Ah. Yeah. Hey, but says hello to you, Joey.
What?
Hey, but says hello. I really like the world building in Red Sister. Sometimes I find Marc Lawrence's way of writing a little bit too curt and dramatic, but in a bad way. I wished he would have described a little bit more and not be so dramatic and short-toned. Welcome back.
Welcome back.
I got myself some water, I got myself some brownies, and I peed.
Well, welcome.
I have water, I have, I don't know, knockoff Snickers.
I have Dumle snacks. I got wine, I got water. I'm set. Is Woodgod here as well?
Yep, I'm here.
I'll Awesome.
God.
Okay.
Is this goat
Then we shall
attacking me?
dive back right into it. Woo!
Woo! As they go,
Mm-hmm.
Hamatia will nudge Illyria to the side for the smallest bit, and she will reach out into her little pocket worm pocket, and she will flip it over, and Illyria, you see no pocket worms inside. As
Oh,
Hamatia gives you a smile.
no pocket worms?
As you said, maybe I shouldn't eat them.
Well, I mean, if you like them, but you deserve better than pocket worms.
Well, after yesterday, I think I had my fill of bucket worms. Thank you for being kind. It means a lot.
Well, you deserve kindness as much as everybody.
I don't, but I do appreciate it.
You do. It's not like you chose to be raised by a terrible hag.
Maybe, but I did do things that shouldn't happen, and part of the responsibility is on me. So
You're
Maybe.
trying your best to make up for that. I mean, it's quite a lot, especially Mix.
it doesn't matter. What's done is done, and I can try and prevent any further harm from coming, and maybe even I can leave Barovia a better place than what I was born into, but nothing. Well,
I hope we can make
expensive.
Barovia a better place.
That would be lovely. I want people here to see the sun.
So do I, and I also want you to see the sun.
Well, that would be marvelous if that will happen. If you decide to let me
It will
live
happen.
after we kill Morgantha, I would be glad to stay by your side.
I'd be glad to have you by our side.
Thank you. I pretty thank you. This is weird.
It's alright.
Well, I think we have a grave to investigate. We don't want to get all too lovey-dovey in here. Yeah. Oh, grim. Oh, how I like being grim.
I mean, you deserve to be happy sometimes.
Well, let's not delve on it too deeply for now.
Yeah, let's not.
All right. You have this short conversation as you trudge through the snow. I guess towards Strumhouse.
Yeah,
Sure. Wait,
That's
I was
the-
right.
house with the empty grave, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
Spooky.
Yeah.
Spooky grave house. Man.
Spoopy grave house.
Wow. Well, for Thad and Nix, who have been keeping an eye out and not focusing on this rather intimate conversation as you've been looking at these houses as you're going in the circle towards the junction, there seems to be behind every house there seems to be a little bit of this green plot, but this also seems to be not with every house attached to it, but some of their houses there's like some pigs outside as well, grazing on household discarded food stuff, but also just mucking about in a a mud that seems rather green and free of frost. And beyond this fence, there also seems to be family graveyards that are attached to this rather large house backyards that these houses have. So, like a threefold kind of purpose to the plot these houses are standing on.
Mm-hmm.
And indeed, some of these graves that you notice in between the houses and past the green and the pigs, indeed some of them seems to have been disturbed. A handful of them.
Yeah, that's what we're here to look for. Like, look at the gravestones, look at what's been disturbed, is there a body in there, you know, that sort of stuff. Like if there are any footprints. I mean, it's snowing, I suppose it's gonna be hard to tell, but we're doing some heckin' investigating.
Yeah, okay, you just take the first one. You go to this graveyard, this particular grave that has been disturbed recently.
Yeah, of course.
Just to which one?
But we're gonna go basically what's closest and work our way in, I suppose.
Oh, yeah, well, if you walk down this road, you have to, depart from it in between two houses to get to the backyard, to get to the grave section of each house. So you do that, or do you continue towards Stormhouse? Okay.
Yeah, whatever is most time effective, I guess. It's snowing. It's fucking cold out here.
Well, he did say that the Strum grave has been the most recently disturbed.
Yeah.
So it's up to you. What do you think is more time
if they're
effective?
not, I mean, if they're not too far away from each other, then the one that's been most recently disturbed would probably be the most appropriate to begin with. But ultimately, to check them all, see which ones were robbed, and further to that effect, which ones were not.
Oh, okay. Well, the circle that I've been talking about in Kresk is perhaps you can walk it in 10 minutes, and that's 75% of the village. So it's not long. There seems to be quite crowded when it comes to the graves, and it seems to be more of family mass graves rather than each one has their tombstone. It's more like it gets added onto a great stone slab. And when a certain plot gets filled up to the point where they can't use it anymore, they add another slab and open up another bigger grave. And so it's a little bit hard to tell how many bodies have been taken from each. It's just that you see that the ground has been disturbed, or the inhabitants have tried to put back the dirt and flatten it out in a way that it doesn't look disturbed anymore in respect to their ancestors. But talking a little bit with the Crest guides, they're a little bit shy, but after hearing that you have been agreeing to help them, they do speak to you. They seem to really care about their heritage and their dead ancestors. Seem genuinely sad that they have been disturbed, and it's a little bit hard for them to tell as well, since over time these skeletons has mingled with each other. But you get a sense on your way there and talking to some people, spending 30 minutes doing this, to perhaps 10% or something like that of what you find perhaps have been disturbed.
10% of all graves have been disturbed.
Yeah.
Or 10% of bodies on your way has been disturbed.
And
About that. Ish.
how many how big is Kresk?
Nyx is able to tell you that there's about 70 to 80 people living in Kresk.
Okay. I mean, I think every amount of grave robbing is a concerning amount of grave robbing, but I'm trying to figure out how concerning the amount of grave robbing is.
It seems rather scattered. And like a little bit here, a little bit there.
Yeah. Just a little bit of grave robbing.
Yeah.
No, it didn't hurt anyone.
The perfect amount. Log on.
You know,
I don't think you
sometimes
can say
bodies
it.
just go missing. It happens.
Get this. Okay, let's
feel
focus on
terrible.
what we're actually. What was the reason? Did someone break out of these graves, or was it dug up? You know, what does it look like?
Yeah.
Oh. Well, most, like, all of the graves that you visit has been patched up. Like, it's not like they have been
That's
left
stupid.
open.
Uh-huh.
And
But
and when you ask the crest guides, it was particularly something dug in or something dug up, they cannot tell you. They are rather horrified at the idea that something dug out.
Honestly, that's the appropriate response.
yeah, pretty much. And if we approach the crest guys and ask them, like, before they filled it, what was actually taken? What was the scene of when they saw it?
They say that bones were missing.
All the bones.
Or some bone.
Was it specific bones?
They're not entirely sure, since they're, a bit like mass graves,
Oh, I see. And in Nyx's experience, at least, I guess he could also speak to the Kreskians, if they bury their dead with things that are of any value.
Oh, the crest guides are able to tell you that no valuables are buried, since that would be considered wasteful.
Mm-hmm. So why the hell would people grave rob just for bones?
Maybe they need enough materials.
Maybe.
It's kind of weird.
Yeah, but it's stuff that's it's not really out of proportions in Bolivia. I mean, we people of the shadier kind use a lot of live material in order to make spells or food or
Nice. Well, we're not in the graveyard yet, though, right?
There is no graveyard.
No,
Oh,
it's like a bunch of family graveyards and
Okay.
one was
Oh,
the most recent.
Are there any of them that are like touched by Saint Markovia's powers? With grass or anything like that, that aren't covered in snow?
Oh, no, the crest guide also find that to be wasteful. So
What?
they are kind of hard ground. Sod ground.
Yeah.
No, I meant like if it was already there. Doesn't make any difference though.
Oh, no, it seems like the blessings of Saint Markovia is not at these grave sections of each backyard.
I suppose we should take the names of those that have had their bones or graves dug up.
Oh,
Sounds like a good idea, yes.
Family names is probably going to be fine, I suppose, if it's mass graves.
I think family names is as good as we're gonna get.
Yeah, you basically
Family.
get like family names between a certain time period.
We need all the
18
names, Bexxy.
1809 to 1899. Some bones have been missing from the
AD or BC?
the Swift House, basically.
Mhm.
If there is any actual birth, I think the Swift House would be the best option, considering the fact that it's flesh yet still. So.
Oh, Strum.
My
Strum is the freshest.
Farmhouse, yes. Oops. That's a big whoops.
my expectations were at least to try and learn something about the disturbed graves, but if there's nothing to learn here,
Well, you have a whole village who didn't learn anything from that, so.
no, but still, maybe there's something under the snow still.
Are you going
Bear
to
with me.
scoop around the snow all around the village?
Well, I've already shoveled shit. I might as well shovel snow. And Nyx will resolve to do this and cast guidance on himself, and he'll try and scoop away snow to see if there's any signs on the ground of I don't know what he's looking for. Just
I am
something out of the
giving you
ordinary.
15 minutes before you drop out of fatigue doing this.
You don't really believe in Nyx, do you?
I don't believe in pushing your head against the wall and calling it investigation.
Look, we said to the Burgomaster we would investigate. What are we gonna do? Show up and say, "Oh, sorry, everything is covered." No,
No, we need to chase a lead, and right now...
I'm trying to find a lead. Help me find a lead.
Fine, and she'll start blasting snow away with wind blasters.
With gust, yeah. Hey. You find out through your investigation that this ground has been disturbed within the last year, and then somebody has filled it up again.
So
No shit.
Wow, holy shit, man. That's it.
My
We all
mind
have
is
this-
Enlightening. I didn't expect that at all.
So, do you mind not just banging your head against the wall and actually following a lead?
Well, I'm trying to find a lead. What leads are you looking for?
The freshest grave, where evidence is most likely to still be there, not contaminated.
Well, sorry, I thought that's where we were.
No, you've been walking towards it.
Oh, okay,
Not
okay.
like, I'm not even just seeing you shoveling snow out a random fucking place. I just have no idea what's going
No,
on.
I'm sorry. I thought we were already at that grave. Sorry.
No,
Okay.
I asked you, do you want to take the graves on your way, or do you just want to go immediately
And I
there?
said, yeah. And I asked if it was going to be close together,
Yes.
then to go to the freshest one, and then you said okay.
Oh,
Okay,
okay, then that makes sense.
Okay, so that actually makes sense.
I just heard
Mark wouldn't do shit for that.
Well,
Yeah.
anyway, you do this. Half an hour passes. Nix's your hands get a little bit stiff. The cold of digging through the snow and then getting a Mardia blows so up in the air, so you get a little bit wet as well. Not really happy right now, but you eventually get to Strom's house, who is actually seems to be a part of the house that seems to be dedicated to smithing.
No.
To who?
Smithing.
Oh,
Blacksmithing.
Yes, blacksmithing. And indeed, out there in the cold, not wearing as much as you should perhaps, but hammering away, is a very... It's not a very tall man. It's pretty short, but it's this kind of but he is so thick of muscles that he looks like a little muscly Smurf, if that makes sense. Really, really heavy set, dark, black hair, black beard that has these few strands that has gone white, and he's just this little muscle package. A muscle package. That is what he is. And it doesn't really pay you much heed as you just walk up. He's just busy hammering away on what seems to be a hammer. Creating a hammer with this hammer. Who would have thought?
I really do not have much I can really relate to someone like this. I leave this one to you guys. To Thad maybe, or you seem to be all about the muscles too.
Muscles. I'm not a huge muscle guy.
But there's fire, there's weapons, you know, it's the whole thing.
Fire and weapons do seem to suit you.
He looks up, sees you all, puts down his hammer, takes up
I
this
pushed
rum-
that forward.
this towel that seems already dirty, kind of wipes up some sweat and part of his hands and kind of grunts in your direction. Ah! The outsiders! You come to elicit my legendary skills, at least that of my grandfather. You have
Legendary
coins.
skills, you say?
Yes, there are some things that have been passed down, but of course I'm not my grandfather's Stram, but there's still some skill running through these veins. Something I can do.
What kind of things do you make here?
I can make the most excellent, marvelous, highest quality of nails and horseshoes for you.
You know
You don't
what?
say.
I was expecting that one.
You don't say.
I can also whip out a pretty good shovel. Are you in need of a
That was
rake?
legendary indeed.
There's not much
Well-
need for the old kind of skill. The steel smithing.
Aye.
But I'm very good
Well-
at what I do. So,
I'm sure
need
you are.
anything?
I'm just here for some information. You know, was going around town. We've been charged by the burgomaster to assist in your, let's say, I'll just put it bluntly, your grave robbing problem.
Yes, that horrible business.
We
I see, but that's a little
know nothing about that.
disappointing or is it? I mean, if you do find out anything. I suppose you want to see where it happened. This way outsiders.
Sure.
Wait, are you all outsiders? Is that Vastani? How in the morning's Lord name did you get through the gates?
We walked through. I mean,
We got
We-
permission.
I am here at the personal behest of the burgomaster.
Desperate times, desperate measures, I guess. And he
Well,
kind of shakes his shoulders a little
I
bit.
assure you that he is a trusted member of our group.
He looks up and down. Kind of looks at his very frail form.
I give him like the toothiest grin.
Right. This way. And he moves
Like
around.
the next person who's gonna give Nick shit for being a Vistani is gonna get stabbed, I swear.
you have to stab like 80% of Barovia.
But
Yes,
hey,
and I will.
he started with a +5 reputation with the Vistani, a -5 reputation with the Barovians. He's perfectly balanced.
Right.
Perfectly balanced.
As well.
All things should be.
Yes, indeed.
Cheers.
He walks around the house, kind of picking up this jacket as he goes and throws it over his shoulder so he doesn't get cold, you know, with his sweat disappearing. Walks past this pig, kind of small fence. Gives a pat to one of the bigger, fatter ones, like says hello to old Marta. And goes to the family graveyard of the Stram house. And indeed there are 4 rather bigger mass graves, and then on the side, with a mound of dirt beside it, is a lone stone with the name Grigori Stram, the legendary steelsmith. So this person was so impressive to this household that he actually gave him his own grave.
Say it isn't so.
He puts his hands over his chest, looking rather sullen and beside the grave as he looks down on it. It's just an empty hole with only like a few scattered bones left in it. There's like no skull, no rib cage, no thigh bones. There's just a few discarded bones that wasn't taken. Smaller kind. And this bushy eyebrows furrows very deeply and says, "What have they done to you, Grandpapa? I don't understand. Well, here it is."
Can I try and look? No.
Yeah, sure. Do an investigation cunning. As he says, "I heard some strange sounds in the night, and when I finally woke up and made outside with a lantern asking who's there, I just heard some shuffling in the night and something running away, and this is what I found."
Shouting like
Aren't
high
we all
pitched or
searching?
low pitched.
There was no pitch to it, just something scrambling away.
Oh, I see. Head chuckling like hee hee hee. My apologies.
No, chuckling would be very creepy, but I think it was shuffling.
Shuffling,
Oh,
yeah, shuffling.
Yeah.
Amadia will look to any side of like remaining magic bullshit.
Do you have detect magic?
No, she will look.
Okay.
she'll
Do you mean
use-
occult arcane?
I think we were all gonna be
Oh,
looking.
occult intelligence. Yeah.
No, what? Occult arcane. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, occult intelligence. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I mean, Illyria is also just helping out with looking for clues, so...
Okay. Do you
Yeah,
wanna
that whole
give,
thing of Nick's like exploring the previous grave was actually also for here. It was meant to be for here anyway. Sorry, but
No, we can do it again. Let's see if we
Okay.
roll higher.
I will guidance myself again.
Okay.
You
There's
can do
also a possibility to look for tracks. Oh god.
Nice. So yeah, Amadia will look for.
In conjunction to that investigation check, can you make me a survival intelligence as well, Vix?
Okay. Is this because I see something?
Yes. I just want to see if you understand what you see.
So this is a passive thing, not an active guidance possible check.
True. What is your passive survival intelligence?
It's just 10 plus the number, right? So,
Yeah.
12.
12. Okay. 1 sec. To check something. Blip. Blip. Let's pass it. Here.
Here what?
Okay. Okay. With the 22, Thad is also doing this and like kind of helping you, and so is
Yeah,
Illyria.
we're looking together, sure.
Yeah. But what you next notices are two interesting things. In the pile of dirt beside the open grave, there is in the frosty ground that is frozen. A few centimeters down into it, there's this indention that is kind of like a line, but it has a slight angle to it, where the both ends of it are slightly angling in, which reminds you of what a shovel looks like when it's been stuck into the ground.
Mm-hmm.
2,
Oh,
in the snow beside it, you see there's a lot of humanoid tracks around, as probably Stram and other people have come here to investigate, has like walked around it to see what's going on. But you do see a singular it's not a foot, but more of a pad.
Witch doctor. Fuck. Okay.
It's a padded foot with no nails.
How big is this track?
About 15 centimeters long and perhaps 10 centimeters
Ooh, big boy.
tall.
I will. Best person. I'll call over Hermatia. She's doing her occulty shit.
What? Yes?
I think I found something here, Hermatia, and was Deliria, and that might be able to help me. I think you might be more appropriate at this point in time. I don't know if I've seen wolves this big before. Take a look. And he points out the paw, padded paw mark.
I am taking a look.
Yeah, make me survival intelligence.
Can I? Okay, I'm going to argue for survival cunning.
Okay. Argue
Because she has experience with wolves. When she was basically scavenging for food, so she saw lots of tracks, and she's less knowledgeable about like this means it's that size, but she's more trying to like infer the relative size of the wolf compared to what she already knows. So it's not really having clear knowledge of what it is, but trying to use a reference of something she already knows in order to interpret what she is, the information she's seeing.
Okay, no, sure. Let's do cunning.
Thank you.
Do some cunning.
17.
Ooh. Well, look at the size of it, and you try to establish like what kind of size of this creature is, and you have come upon a lot of these paw marks in the past. But thinking more and more about it and looking at it more and more, you realize slowly to yourself that this is no wolf. It's similar, but it's not right. It has a different shape to it, slight as it is, more back heavy, and there's no claw marks. That little pointy edge at the end of the paws are not there.
Nix, this isn't a wolf.
No?
I don't have a clear idea on what it is, but look, it's wrong. It looks like a wolf's paw, and anyone who is a bit, more on the casual side of hunting will know it. But if you look closely, well, and she's explaining the differences. It's a different creature altogether. That's exciting. Oh, it's a mystery.
Nix will look at it in a different way when Mattia says that, as if to look at it from a perspective of artistry. If someone made it, as in like fake made it,
God,
since he has background in artistry.
Oh my god.
And,
what would this be?
with his whole cartographer novelist kind of side of things.
Yeah, okay, true. Okay, so make me a cunning check with your proficiency bonus.
Okay. Just the proficiency bonus?
A cunning with your proficiency.
Oh, cunning. Cunning. Okay.
14. You're not entirely sure, but if it was made artificially, it was very well made.
Mm-hmm. Maybe we look for more than one? If there are tracks or if it was a single. In the direction of which it's traveling, perhaps.
And I can start looking for tracks.
Illyria, we think we found something over here. We're trying to look for more tracks if you'd like to help us out.
Oh,
Sure.
let's try.
I pointed out and
Okay.
we go looking for tracks.
You go looking for tricks. Okay, everybody
Tricks.
make a survival intelligence as you look around.
Spooky.
Oh
Well,
man, that Marco is coming in handy right now. Thank you, we got.
I will guidance.
What's a 4?
Too many ghosts.
It's a 20!
Oh shit.
Say I lost my sheet.
Oh no!
No,
Oh,
I didn't lose it. I just accidentally minimized it with a critical.
Oh my god, get your shit together.
Shot me.
I haven't had my shit together for the past 12 years.
Oh.
Well,
What about the other shit?
Perfect time to start.
you
get it all in the
search
bag.
for the better part of 10 minutes.
Yes.
And you widen the circle further and further and further. And eventually, Nix goes, aha! Just by the road, the central road, that kind of the path that Mr. Blacksmithstrom took past his house. It's half of a track. Half of it has been kind of squished by a humanoid foot. But just by the road, where Strom's plot kind of attaches to the road, there's half of a wolf, but not wolf-like print in the snow.
I guess we are gonna continue the trail if we can. Continue
you can
looking.
certainly try. Everybody can roll again.
Okay. Aha! I found it, but maybe there's more.
Yeah, let's go.
Can't I just help somebody out?
Yeah,
19?
you can give.
17.
Yeah, I think I'd rather just give somebody an advantage.
Who do you give advantage to?
Martia?
Marc.
Okay.
Marty, I will roll again.
Nature is healing.
Yes,
Make
indeed.
sure it's hitting.
Nice, yes indeed.
What the fuck?
18.
18. Oh shit, these are 5 check. Shit.
Yes, indeed.
Oops.
Okay.
How are there so many of you guys?
And did we get one from Thad, or are you doing something else?
I'm just Oh, we're doing another check.
Yeah.
Yes.
Because we found
Gotcha.
another paw print.
Sorry. Oh, yep. Sorry.
No worries.
That's a natural 20.
Oh.
Damn.
Oh, guys. There it is. It's right there. It's super simple.
I told
Have a
myself that only a natural 20 can get you any further.
You know,
And
every
I
time
thought-
you do that, know that your players will roll a nat 20. I've
Yeah.
been there.
Apparently
Been done that.
so. Apparently so. I was prepared to deliver the bad news. But no. Okay.
Give us the
20
good news
minutes.
instead,
20 minutes passes. And it's quite a lot of an area to search. Because if this paw print rejoin the main thoroughfare, it's like bloodhounds trying to pick up the scent for somebody who has waded through a river. Who knows where they entered and exited the road.
I'm lighting.
But taking a step to the side, perhaps foolishly so, towards the... Now I need to say the right word. Towards the east. And we're past the burgomaster's house now. but not all the way over to the side of the road where the barn and Lucas' house is. Kind of in the junction where the road goes upwards towards the abbey. There's another strange wolf-like paw print.
Up towards the abbey.
I just said close and never insinuated anything.
Oh, okay.
Are there any other houses in the direction?
In that corner, there, on the other side of the road, above Lucas' house, there are 3 smaller houses.
Let's go see if we can find some more tracks up there then.
Yes, maybe we can find some actual concise evidence. This is. Why would it go up there?
Oh, no.
Not sure. But at least we are on some sort of trail.
Indeed.
Sure, let's go.
Okay, 3 houses, and wait, is Lucas' house also in the same direction, or is it in a different heading from where the target is leading?
Okay, let's get back to the doodles.
Doodles!
I feel so bad.
No, it's okay. It's okay.
Here-ish?
So the paw prints is gonna be a bright teal. So
Okay.
you got a paw print back here. Then you got a paw print close to the road. And then you got a paw print over here.
Okay.
Can we perchance take this to a background that isn't like a moving picture?
But you can't see it.
No.
I think it sort of works.
Okay.
So it's like a line like this. So far. So the question if there's anything... So you're saying if there's anything over here, right?
Yeah.
About you?
Yes, that's my question.
Going that way.
Oh god.
Oh, thank you.
You don't.
But why did it become like this? Okay, if I move it a little bit here. No? Okay.
To make the map bigger, probably.
Yeah. Can do that. I think it's better though if I just be gone. If I just aim right. Put it like down here. Perfect!
That works, yeah. So, got one there. And then we've got another one there. And then you found the one over there. So they
Yes.
kind of go that way. So it's a question of if something continues this way or if it goes up here. But I guess we look over this side, I guess,
Okay.
as well. And then if not, like see if there's something up here.
Okay. Make me a survival intelligence for this area here, where there are houses.
Mm-hmm. All of us, right?
Yeah. I mean, if you join in. If you're looking, you can roll. Or give advantage to somebody.
16.
15.
Leia Fad?
Yep, working on it.
I'm gonna give advantage to Martia again.
Okay.
That's a 19.
Damn.
Nope. 16.
Alright. Spend another 30 minutes or so. And you all come up frustratingly empty. Can't find anything. Except for pig, humans, and chickens.
Perhaps up the road then.
Well, the abbot. Wait, didn't he?
There are houses up there. There are 3 houses up there. On the first part.
Yes, and if it's not there, then maybe, you know, he did ask for a sacrifice of flesh.
Oh, there's 3 houses above Lucas. That's what I said. Then it's just this winding road that leads up to the.
I mean,
Abbot.
a sacrifice of like flesh does seem quite odd for. I mean, I guess he's called the abbot because he lives there, but I assumed he was some sort of holy man.
I mean, he just seemed like, when we met him, he was, I don't want to say desperate because desperation, you try to do things, he just seemed.
Well, let's see if we can find something around these houses. They seem to be the only ones around here. Otherwise, well...
Maybe reach the dead end.
Wasn't it there you searched? Nah?
Yeah, but we were searching
Yes.
around the...
Yes.
That's where the
over
house is,
here,
right?
and
Yes,
now
yes.
we're going to search over here.
Yes, up the road. Okay. Make
Yeah.
another check. Everybody who wants to. I'll give advantage.
Natural 20!
Oh, yes!
Give it a shot.
see.
Nat 20! Amartya investigates. Nix is there to keep some tracks. I just walks by and sees some tracks.
Okay,
He's
Illyria, you hear another whisper on the wind coming from the west, and you get completely, you know.
Yeah, you
Out of
just
it.
see Lyria staring off towards the west, like,
Come get some candy.
oh god.
Okay, you search up the road, and here there is far fewer footprints. The snow rather undisturbed, except for there seems to be a few humanoids that have gone up and down. One that is particularly large and have seen some trudging up and down Hemardia. But what you find is not only more of these strange paw prints going up and down from this road. You also find you also see a lizard foot, and not a small lizard that you might have seen in the forest. This is a lizard perhaps the size of a person.
Okay, Leia, Nix, Fat, come over here, please.
Do you find something?
I found some things. Look, there's the same paw mark over here, and some other few. One of them is a lizard, like a big lizard, like a Nick-sized lizard.
Hey, Nix, well, does Nix know about these things?
You had never heard about big like this giant of a lizard before, unless it's the flying kind and it's ghost-like.
Look, up and down. Up
Dragons.
and down. Over and over and over again it goes. It's definitely going into the abbey. But
Right. Why the hell? And the paw prints, anything?
yes, there is one paw print over there. Yeah, same direction, same heading.
To go up.
Yes, and down.
So whatever it is that theoretically is stealing bodies. So far, we are suggesting that the creatures or people or whatever it is wearing shoes that have weird paw prints on the soles, they might be up there.
And if we are afraid, it means we're in for a fight.
Why fight?
Because we're kidnapping children, and we don't want that.
Well, I don't know if that's exactly 2 points that come together, you know? I mean, they could just be really into bones.
We're planning something and I don't like it.
Right,
It's
but
off.
I'm just saying that don't jump to conclusions just because we have a bunch of other things that are going on. It'd be nice if everything is tied up in one go, but I wouldn't necessarily say that immediate fighting, but be prepared nonetheless. Grave robbing, people don't really like to be thrown. Like they've been discovered in their faces.
Indeed. Well, do you want to go up there now, or do you want to wish to see this pool first?
Oh, that's from Illyria. Illyria, you seem distracted. Is everything okay? Illyria?
Leia, are you muted? Did someone cast a spell silence on you?
She's very distracted.
Oh my god, she's not responding. I think Start got her. Leia!
Hello? I'm sorry, my mic sometimes just stops working.
Okay,
Yeah.
we can hear you now.
Oh, she's alive! Good.
I heard it again, and she just kind of like looks like westward.
Then, well, we can always go up there, but I think maybe it's getting a little late. If we want to go to see the pool, yeah,
Are you
but to climb up there
sure?
and do stuff and come back down.
Following ominous voices.
Look, it's more about you being able to pay attention. If you're being distracted by weird voices, then and you want to figure that out, I would prefer to have you a little bit more focused.
I mean, I'm trying not to be distracted by it.
It seems like you're failing at it, so...
Let's deal with this pool. See if there's something coming from there. It's just on the other side. It'll take 10 minutes.
Alright. I hope this is a good idea.
Wait, beforehand, Amatia will send out Soul to keep overwatch on the passage to the Abbey.
Oh, just to see if somebody comes down.
Yes, and alert her immediately if someone does come down.
If somebody disturbs this village, I will kill them!
Kid, I want you to... We will hang the...
Breaking
cat on
news,
your-
man murdered by moth.
Do you see this wing movement? Ah!
So
I'm
you
as
are
fast
looking
as a
for...
ninja.
Wait, your query is either a big lizard thing, or some weird wolf thing, or someone with weird wolf-like boots.
If anything dare to step past this road, I will murder them! Doesn't matter
Yes.
how they look or how big they are, they will all perish!
Of course they will.
Yes.
Go ahead, my little ball of murder. I'm counting on you.
I am mighty and I'm angry.
That's so much.
Alright.
You just like blast away in the wind.
Yeah, please.
You can see him kind of holding on to one of these kind of stations where there's a lantern, and you can just see him holding on for like dear life to the wood.
Hamatia will give Soul a salute and be on the way.
It like tries to let go of one of its 6 feet to like give another salute. Got this.
Yes, you do so. We'll feast on their corpses.
The wind cannot stop me. And you are on your way. All right. You walk the same way back towards Strum House, but
As we walk, can I try and... As we walk, I'm saying, can I try and see if we're being followed? Or if anyone's looking at us, or...
okay. Make me a perception intelligence as you walk.
Perception intelligence. No, we're good, guys. No one's looking for us.
Yeah.
Or it's
I
just
mean, there's some
blizzarding, you
crest
can't see.
kites, you know, walking around, but you know, you don't think anyone
Yep.
pays any attention to you.
Sure, that's correct.
Yes, you walk down completely undisturbed, completely unfollowed, back to the junction by Strum's house, where Strum, the blacksmith, is hammering away on his horseshoes and nails and hammers that he's so good at. But you walk past that it's kind of snaking road that takes you past a mine opening, actually, that goes into the bedrock of this mountain. Seems rather abandoned, however, but not to the point where it's completely abandoned, but doesn't get used that often, it seems. But through then the trees you can hint this gleaming pool of water that even under these gray skies, it has a peculiar shimmer to it. Near its shore sits an old gazebo at the verge of collapse. A wooden statue of a mournful, bare-chested, muscular humanoid male stands, its paint chipped and faded, with his arms outstretched as though waiting to be embraced. Larry, as you approach these waters, you can almost feel it in your blood. Like the faint waves that are coaxed by the biting wind is a heartbeat that mirrors your own. What do you want to do?
Ilaria walks closer towards it and kind of like, sort of like, I guess, kneels down in front of this pool of water. And she just kind of like looks towards the others and is like, are we sure this is a good idea?
What's a good idea?
It's like it's calling to me.
Well, maybe it wants to talk to you. You know, have a nice little chat. Sit by, have some tea.
At this point, Illyria, we can't know for sure. But this certainly seems less ominous than a ballroom filled with vampires staring at your throat. What's the worst that could happen?
I don't know.
Only one way to find out, my
But-
lady.
I can go with you if you're scared.
No, it's alright.
Is that pretty good? There, yeah.
Marty, Nix,
Near
can you make me a composure saving throw?
Oh no, maybe. Oh shit, I don't have a map of saving throws. Give me a moment.
Composure saving.
I gave you one. I gave you a saving throw one.
Oh shit, you did. Whoops.
God damn it.
I'm not composed.
19.
Oh,
You have +5 composure saving throw? Holy
Oh yeah, it's almost like she got tortured for every fucking day for like forever. So she knows how to handle her shit.
Nix, you get an uncontrollable urge to quench your thirst.
You go to you, but you know, it's That water looks pretty nice, not good. I'll be right back. And you'll
Next,
go.
wait.
I'll grab his hand.
Martia will try to like dive on his leg.
What's wrong?
You okay, mate?
I'm perfectly fine.
Can I make a sus check?
Did I feel anything like try to get a hold on me?
Well, looking at the waters, they do fill your mouth with saliva.
So, would Hamatia be aware of like magical effect that might take place of take hold of her, but didn't? That's like my question.
It's strange that a body of water would
good,
make
yeah, so fucking
you salivate.
how to get us out of here.
Next, this is weird water. It's
Sad.
weird.
Magical stuff, who the fuck knows? Or just straight Nix that is
Look.
strange.
There is
That's
nothing
probably
wrong
fine.
with me. You can
Yes.
let go of my leg.
Next, look at
That's
me.
fair.
Oh, Sam.
Listen, this isn't. You can control your impulse, right? If you maybe don't, maybe you know, just don't do anything to Ash. You know.
No problem, great. That'll work.
What is it to rush? We're in the middle of nowhere. We're standing in the freaking cold.
Yeah,
And we're waiting for Illyria to do something. Just
Yeah, so let's wait for her and not disturb this pool of water, which is clearly out of place here.
We knew about this a long time ago, Hamatir.
I know, but we knew about this a long time ago, and I'm saying that due caution is advised.
Of course, I'm not suggesting that's not the case, but I don't know why you have a
Illyria,
need to
no.
grab hold of me.
Because I don't want you to do anything stupid.
Let me handle me, you handle you, and everything will be fine. Okay?
You can't handle you right now, so I'm going to grab your leg until you come back to your senses.
Hamordi sits like a koala around.
Yeah.
Can I do like the whole, you know, like when a parent
Yeah.
drags a kid that's holding onto their leg and just like not dealing with this shit and just
You
just-
lift the leg and you try to
yeah,
shake.
just like kind of walk over and drag her. Like,
Let's just listen to Hamartia.
look, I don't know what you guys are complaining about. Look, Hamatia, for some reason decided to jump on me.
This water is weird, and I don't want you to just jump in it like some sort of buffoon.
Look, I'm not going to jump in the water.
Come on.
It's too cold. I'd
He
be
looks
freezing.
fine, guys. He looks fine. Leave him.
I know. I felt something. That water is weird. It made me like. He gave me some weird vibe. I don't like it, and I know weird when I see it. And
Hamatia, I want you to let go of me now.
I will not.
I will try and peel her off me.
She will try to bite off your finger.
Okay, let's do a post grapple check. Let's do a post grapple check. So
Can I use like a dex to get away from like his? Wait, oh, am I the one grappling?
no,
You're the one
I
grappling.
want you to both do strength at this point because
Oh,
you can't really
Jesus.
get away
God.
when you're holding onto his leg.
You mean Braun?
Yeah, Braun. Yeah. So
Oh,
athletics,
no.
Braun, opposed.
We're both
Lyra
terrible
is
at
like
this.
having this moment, feeling very drawn towards this water, and you guys are just like, I want to go drink from the pool, Mom!
Well, it can be worse.
Oh my god!
No, you're not gonna drink pool water, Nick!
Really, I mean, Hamardia might hold on, but it's this pathetic display. It's just pathetic. Hamardia does hold on, but it's just pathetic.
Anna is crying, laughing on the side.
You know, how about before anybody else drinks the sewage pond water, I just...
What? Why are you jumping to conclusions? I'm not going to drink it. Why are you all kind of confused here? I've just been standing here, then all of a sudden, boom, you jump on me. Like
Because-
I was about to do something.
Yeah, because you were like, oh, Leia, you need to be cautious. You know, we need to protect you, and then you just decide to go for a dip.
I didn't say I was going for a dip. I said I'd be right back.
I don't care if you'll be right back. You'll be right here.
Hamatia, are you okay?
Get this over with.
Yes.
You seem. You're actually the one that seems pretty suspicious right now.
Yeah.
Well, I am pretty suspicious. So we don't.
Hamardia, make me a composure save throw.
Oh no.
Yeah, boy.
9.
9.
You know, why are you arguing when you're so thirsty? Maybe you should quench your thirst first before you continue arguing. Throat is getting rather, you know.
Well, you're
Dry.
not wrong when I think about it. Yes, I did. That's fantastic. Marty, let's go and guess that.
Thank you. At least you're coming to your senses. This
Yes, of course.
Illyria, do whatever you need to do.
I don't know what I need to do. And Illyria just kind of like looks into the water and just like, I guess maybe carefully like puts like her hand into it.
It's cold. The water is basically see-through, but has this very, very blue tint to it. It looks rather shallow, except for a very black hole that kind of sits in the back middle of it. Whatever this pool is getting its water from is fed from below and within. Make me a composure saving throw.
Illyria, well known for her composure.
Yeah. Got a step next.
Dad will stand behind Illyria as she does this.
Yeah.
15.
You do feel an urge to reach down and quench your thirst, but you can resist it if you want to.
I mean, Illyria.
Marty and Nyx,
Mm.
you cannot really.
I grabbed the mortar out of my bag
Oh,
and
okay.
just like dip it into the pool and drink from the mortar.
Oh. Alright, Nyx is the first to jump the gun. The water is cool, tantalizingly tasty, and fresh. Despite the snow around hinting towards the chilly temperature of the water, there's that juxtaposition that runs through your throat. At first, it is indeed very cold. Before you can shudder from it, when it pools in your stomach, it pools with a pleasant warmth. It gives the same effect as if you would have drunk some warm but hard liquor. The fuzzy warmth spreading through your stomach to your limbs, making you forget more and more how cold it is around you. Yet, your head remains unclouded, uncorrupted. That wave of purity intensifies, crashing against all hidden corners of your mind, bursting through any sealed doors. For a moment, you know yourself better than you have ever done before. And then, a riptide of emotions overwhelms you. The water released a dance worth of tension, grief, anger, threatening to sweep you off your feet. Fresh, clear, tearing, heart-rending memories of oppressive flames of the blood of the Vine Tavern. The sound of Madame Eva's transformation and the taste of the aftermaths on your lips. The broken body of Irina going cold and limp in your arms. What can a person do in the face of such tumultuous loss and enmity? How can a simple person react to it, deal with it, process it? The answer is nothing and everything at once. You fall to your knees, tears, and a broken, hateful cry escapes your lips. But the moment the confusion is over, what does Nyx even begin to do next? Or feel next?
Should feel all those memories return? Things that were stolen from him or taken. The heartbreak, the feelings of emotion to see his cousin burned alive and Irina Crumple's body. He would break down. He'd be sagging down on his knees and just.
Nix?
Illyria, you kind of transfixed on your own. Hamartia, you as well. Hamartia?
Yes, Hamatia will let her reach out with like two of her hands, cup them, and drink from the water too. As I think she is not disturbed by whatever the fuck happened to Nix.
No, you're kind of transfixed in your own word. Kind
Yeah.
of happy here. Kind of interesting here. It's sad, kind of standing behind all of you. Just getting transfixed one after the other by the water and drinking, besides the strange reaction Nix just had.
Thad's just like, this is probably fine.
That is quite worried right now. But
Hamatia also
This would be the end of my day today.
what did you say, Cookie?
does drink from the water too.
Yeah,
So.
okay. You experience the same thing that Nick says about how the water feels. But what it does to you is a completely other question. First of all, your true nature appears.
Oh no.
It is just completely impossible for you to change your appearance at this point. Then two things become clear to you. The first is a more pressing thought that wells up in your consciousness, which is a meeting in the woods with Stradman Sarovic that you have at this point no recollection of. Your heart races in your chest as the fear of the moment replays vividly in your mind. The haze of the spell that made you forgot, also the haze of the charm spell, are now see-through and transparent. He had asked you who you were. He had recognized you. And then after hearing that you wanted to murder your mother, he forbid you in account of the contract. And when he smelled the things that should have been dead on you, he grew absolutely furious, pushing you up against a tree with wanton abandon. He demanded every single detail out of you, of your encounter with the stones, your experience with the stones. And it left him rather disappointed, but ponderous, after you told the tale for the benefit of a close but utterly fake friend. Then he had, rather unceremoniously, fed on you. The piercing sensation, the sensation of feeling your blood and your life escape through two tiny pricks in your neck. Through pure instinct, your arm races up to your throat, trying to stem the blood of a distant past. Then when the true memory ends, your second revelation. This one far more unclear, but revealing nonetheless. Something had touched you. Your soul that day. Something had leapt from you, leapt from them into you, bequeathing a new power. Something that felt like a small trickle of water, but behind whatever obstacle holding it back, it felt like a great, tamed river, its immense pressure held back. These two truths swim in your head as you gasp and also fall to your knees, but you in deep contemplation of the truth.
Oh no. Yeah, no. Why would I do it? That's anyway. What the hell? Why?
It grumbles and mumbles to herself, realizing what you just said.
Yeah. Alright. then Illyria.
You said Illyria didn't really realize any of this, right?
No, you're kind of transfixed by
Yeah.
the water
I think
shimmering.
Illyria, despite her like hesitations, this is what she came here for. This is what she wanted to come here for. And whatever it is seems to be calling out to her. So unless Thad decides to stop her, she is going to like cup her hands and
Yeah.
Is this happening after
take a sip.
the both of them broke down?
Yeah, you see Nyx reaching out, drinking the water. Like 20 seconds passes, he just goes down on his knees crying. Hamartia does the same, 20 seconds. She falls to her knees, muttering to herself in a very gutter language about no. And then Illyria reaches for the water.
Alright, I'll put my hand on her shoulder and be like, I'm not sure that's a good idea. Illyria.
Neither am I, but this is what I came here for.
No. If you would kindly turn and look at your friends right there.
Does that sort of like get me out of it?
Yeah, you do look at Nyx and Hamartia.
They just drank from it and they kind of broke down.
Illyria runs towards Nyx and Hamartia.
Alright.
Nyx? Hamartia?
You're right, mate.
I saw him start at night. At night, I told him everything I know. Why would I do such a thing? He seems so
We're
friendly.
probably under his influence. Wait, you for...
I saw clear now. But power, they gave it to me. For some reason, they saw fit. Part of them is in me. I have no idea why. Why?
I'm sure we can figure it out. And Illyria kind of like goes and like hugs Hamartia and tries to comfort her.
I don't transform it. It's I'm a monster. Look at me.
Make me a composure saving throw, Illyria. As the wind whispers your name once
That
more.
one.
Oh, jeez.
Your eyes, for a second, without you meaning to, falls back on the water. And now there's nothing stopping you.
If she goes to the water, I'll try to stop her again.
Illyria dashes towards the water.
I'll
make me...
dash to tackle her.
Oh, make me
Initiative?
an initiative check, both of you.
Ooh. Initiative.
Yeah.
16.
7.
Alright. Thad has, it's in range. So if you're gonna tackle her, you're gonna try to push her prone, I guess.
Sure.
You're gonna try to grapple.
I'm gonna try to grapple and push her, like,
Well, that's
get down,
two
Mr.
different
President,
actions.
kind of.
Like, either you grapple this action or shove down to prone.
Would it stop her if I grapple her?
That would restrain her movement until she has broken the grapple.
Alright, cool. Then I'll grapple.
Okay. Then make me an athletics brawn, and Illyria athletics brawn or dexterity, your choice.
Wait, can I not make athletics?
Not
Dex?
when you're not the
Oh.
aggressor. Then it has to be brawn.
Alright, sure.
Because you need to grab on with your strength.
Yikes.
Ooh, I'm not strong.
Oh,
I'm not
she's a
strong.
slippery. She's a slippery
Okay,
one.
you go on to try to like grab onto something. You have a little bit of a scuffle, but Illyria is able to weasel herself out of your grip
I don't know if she's like,
just by the water.
there enough to say like, I have to do this.
Yeah, you can, and then
Yeah,
you
she's
reach
like,
down and drink.
I have to do this. Trust me. And she reaches down, cups her hand, drinks.
That just kind of sits down and put like face palms.
Yeah. Yeah, for sure. Okay. Okay, well, Illyria, like before, your vision goes dark. The first time this feeling came over you, you were scared and worried about what's happening to you. The second time, you were apprehensive and unsure if the vision was a curse or a gift of clues. This third time, however, you welcome it. A hearty, desperate need for answers. This time you give yourself completely to what happens next. And the throes of this vision that pulled you under this time feels even stronger than before. The colors more believable, your sensations exactly like reality. The moment vivid and almost breathtakingly true. When sight returns to you, gone is the pool. Gone is your companions. But you do not see the clearing with the trees and the snow this time. No, instead, you recognize exactly where you are. In Castle Ravenloft. In the beginning of that gallery hallway that led to the ballroom floor. A firm grip on your hand. Your eyes flicker to his. Blue eyes, set in a familiar, slightly different face. Still, when you finally hear what he says to you for the first time, words cannot describe what I feel at this moment. Are you ready? The fangs in his mouth are unmistakably there. Evade yourself not in response. A small but lovely smile spreading on your lips as you slowly walk down the hallway into the ballroom where a crowd and romantic music fills the air whilst white rose petals falls down like snowflakes above you. Then a polite applause as you look upon the crowd. And this time, you can see their faces clearly. Beautiful and striking vampire nobles cut from different cloth, all in stunning outfits of imperial luxury. Prince Ariel already discussing the financial impacts of your union in the whispers with some assistants and associates of his. Elsa von Twitterberg surrounded by two handsome suitors. Lord Pascal fretting over the gigantic wedding cake in a corner. Lady Tista furiously sketching your likeness in a small piece of parchment, her hands stained with charcoal. And then Sir Iris, standing in a dark corner, crying her eyes out as her body cannot run away from this moment. And then 36 or so faces you do not recognize. But you had no time to dwell on it. As your groom-to-be and you step up on the raised platform beside an altar. You face each other, waiting for the ceremony to begin. He lifts your hand to his mouth, muttering his breath, under his breath, only loud enough so you can hear. My happiness for eternity would be complete if he were here to give his blessing, but it cannot be helped. He straightens his back after the peck to give you a sad smile, that then, through your own encouraging expression, turns to a more determined and carefree one. He turns towards the unknown priest before you and starts to declare loudly, "Please commence the..." Before he can finish the sentence, everyone, including you, turn their heads towards the opening of the hallway gallery door that has been closed behind you. And stepping in with a tense and tormented veins pulsating visibly on his forehead, red eyes crying blood, dressed in a familiar black and red outfit, is your groom-to-be, Strahd von Surridge. But how does that make any sense? Strahd is before you, holding your hand. Your head whips to your suitor, familiar lines, familiar shape, but blue, concerned eyes taking the approach of the Strahd copy. Wait, no! The realization hits you like a wrenching gut punch to your stomach. Now, and only now, when both of them appears in your vision, can you see the discrepancies. In direct comparison, the eyes, the different hairstyles, the gentler eyes of the man in white, almost exactly the same, but not entirely so, nose and jawline. They are not the same. Brother! The man in white says and takes a step forward. I am glad you decided to come, but are you alright? Has something happened? Strahd's eyes have been placid on you this whole time. Longing, pain, regret, and fear simmering in those red pools. He attempts to speak to you, but no words come out. Instead, he faces his brother, one step below him, inches away, expression turning less pitiful by the second and twisting to an inhuman hatred. Sergei, I am truly sorry, but I cannot have you stand in my way any longer. Sergei's brow furrows and his mouth starts to form questions and apprehensive comments that at the end are all meaningless. Strahd holds out a hand, inches away from Sergei's chest, as if he is holding something that points towards Sergei. Fearfully, Sergei's hand flickers to a ceremonial saber by his hip, and your muscles tense, thinking how to best rip yourself out of the silly dress. But neither you nor anyone else that is watching understood that it was already too late. Conjured in a mere fraction of a second, in Strahd's hand, a blade made out of pure onyx appears, half embedded in Sergei's chest. Immediately cuts blood, his eyes wide with surprise, betrayal, and pain. Brother is all he can say, and you start to run. But Strahd's blade and hand is faster, a squishy sound as the blade exits Sergei's chest, and then the sound of neck bone severed as the black blade removes Sergei's head from his body in one fell sweep. Just before the head impacts with the ground, you reach it, catching it before something hard and sharp can do any more damage to it. Then and only then do you realize that you are screaming on top of your lungs. Cold despair grips your entire being. From the utmost joy to absolute anguish rushes through your dead veins. With tears of blood and hate that even surprises you, you can only ask one single question as you look up on the towering Strahd above you, still holding the bloodied blade in his hand, unknown to you. Why? His heaving form turns. His eyes finds your. There's surprise there, as if he cannot believe what he has just done. The voice. You must understand, I can't without you. His mutterings are confused, rather aimless, but they still beg you to understand something that is completely unforgivable. Even more hatred wells up in you, demanding blood, demanding vengeance. But as you rise and Sergei's head thumps out of your bloodied embrace, only cold sadness fills you instead. There's only one goal in your mind now. Release from this pain that is unimaginable. With the blinding speed, you crash through one of the painted glass windows, small shards cutting you everywhere, but you are completely numb to them. The sunlight hits your face, and the air around you is filled with the smell of burnt flesh. Your flesh. Behind you, you hear Strahd shout to stop you, and shout in the pain of the sun. Hear his own speed race after you. The sound of chaos inside of the castle. A part of the court and the Barovian guards cry out, "For the true Emperor Sergei!" and charge into more bloodshed. But all of these events you care not for, feel nothing for. You crash through the gates, out on the balcony, Strahd now inches behind you, faster than you thought. But with one last push of your vampiric muscles, you fling yourself off of it, turning in the air to see the half-burned Strahd reach down on the railing after you, hopelessly. And then, sun-filled sky, rapidly being eaten by a rising wall of mist. But it's not fast enough. You reach out your hands to that dwindling sun, to that heat, and you invite the sweet mercy of fiery pain that leads to blissful oblivion. Then, blackness. Nothing. Then a cry of an infant. Your eyes open, feeling for a moment disappointment that you do. But then you see the pool, your companions, Kresk, and wants you one more, and you center yourself in your true reality with a sharp intake of a breath. And with that, we're going to end tonight's episode of Charismatic Canine!
Oh shit! More drop. Damn.
You, oh, you evil! You're so evil!